We all smoked in those days. If that was you then, get your lungs screened now.
You know, I'm a person too.
This high school gym used to be packed most nights. Not anymore. Do you know why? Because bad behavior by fans, especially adults, has caused a shortage of game officials across the country. You see, without officials, we can't have sports. Don't let this become reality. It's time for a change. Let's bench bad behavior for good.
Eyes on the road, hands on the wheel, safely drive that automobile. Eyes on the road, hands on the wheel.
We are Sikhs.
Sikh Americans.
We believe in equality,
tolerance, and respect for all.
Because Sikh values are American values.
we are doctors,
PTA moms.
Patriots.
We are Americans.
We like Game of Thrones.
I'm obsessed with Star Wars. I've seen every episode of SpongeBob because that's what my daughters like to watch.
We
are Sikhs.
So a little bit of a late start here as Smith Station did arrive at the arena a little bit later than usual. Alongside me is my color commentator Levi Benefield as we see Smith Station go inside and get it knocked away, but it's going to stay with the Panthers. Your starting lineups for the Auburn Tigers is number 33 Noah Blake, number 20 Aaron Gurgley, number 5 Antonio Welch, number 12 Tyler Woodham, as that's number 1 Josiah Mahogany for Smith Station scoring. Also starting for the Auburn Tigers, number 11 Brooks Orr. Starting for the Smith Station Panthers is number 21 Larry James, number 1, as I just said, Josiah Mahogany, and driving inside in the lane for 2 for the Auburn Tigers is Antonio Welch. And also starting for the Smith Station Panthers is number 0 Zach Brown, number 4 Alex Wilson as well. Handling the ball now is number 1 Josiah Mahogany, and he's going to step back for a 3, and he's going to drain it. Fast start here between these two offenses. Already 5-4 Smith Station on top. Also in the starting lineup for the Smith Station Panthers is number 20 Jamon Mills. So Woodham with it now. Woodham going to pass it in the corner to Antonio Welch. Welch going to drive inside, right hand, put it up, and it's going to just rim out, and it's going to be rebounded by Mahogany. And now Brown with it. Brown going to put it up, and he misses, but it's going to be rebounded by Mills, and Mills gets it taken away from Noah Blake. Heck of an effort by Noah Blake there. Now he's going to pass it out to Orr. Orr's going to go up. He's going to pass it over to Woodham. Woodham back to Orr. Orr going to drive inside, put up floater, and it's in. Brooks Orr with a nice stop and pop there for 2. Auburn up 6-5, 4:56 to go here in the first quarter. Bringing it up for the Smith Station Panthers is Zach Brown. Brown's going to go to the corner, go to Mills. Mills is now going to pump fake it and pass it out to Mahogany. Mahogany back over to number 4, Alex Wilson. Wilson going to drive inside, stop, fake, turn around jumper, and it's in. Both of these teams, what a great start on offense for both these teams. Now 7-6, Smith Station on top, 4:33 to go here in the first quarter. And now bringing up the floor is Antonio Welch. Welch guarded by Brown. Welch going to pass it over to Orr. Orr left wide open, and that's going to be a bit too strong. And it's going to be rebounded there by number 1, Josiah Mahogany. Mahogany guarded by Welch, going to bring it up the floor. Passes it over to number 4, Alex Wilson. Wilson with a nice hezzy move on Orr. Passes it into the wide open Mahogany, but he misses it, but he's going to get fouled. And that foul is going to be on Tyler Woodham right there. And so 2 shots here for Mahogany. And this Auburn team is coached by David Ogle and George Chambly. Auburn comes into this game at 12-3 on the year. And they actually got a huge win last week. They beat Central on the road 57-55 last Friday. That was a huge win for the Tigers. As we see, Mahogany misses the first one there. But if you're the Panthers, I mean, this got to be the best start you were hoping for. Obviously not defensively. You wish you weren't allowing them to score so many points. But as we see, Mahogany misses the second one. But it's a good, strong rebound by Larry James there. And he's going to pass it back out to Brown in the corner. Brown going to drive inside, and he's going to be fouled. Actually, no, they're going to call an offensive foul there on Zach Brown. Scratch that. I think he just stepped out of bounds. So out of bounds by Zach Brown. Now Welch bringing it up for the Tigers. Now pass inside to Blake. Blake out to Gurgley. Gurgley for 3. He misses it. Rebounded by Brown. Brown going to drive. Now it's stolen away by Welch. Good job by Welch to get the tip. He's going to go in by himself. He misses it. and fighting for the rebound. That's Brooks Orr, and it's going to be tipped out of bounds, and it's going to be Smith Station Panthers ball off the hand of Tyler Woodham. And we speak about, close games last week. Auburn won by 2 against Central. Smith Station barely survived an overtime game against Opelika last Friday, but they got the win. And now it's going to be a timeout here, and we're going to send it to a quick commercial break, but don't go away. We're getting started here in Auburn High School. We're back for this game between Auburn and Smith Station here in Auburn High School Arena. 3:35 to go here in the first quarter. Smith Station actually up 7-6 over the Auburn Tigers. Quick start for both of these offenses, as neither of these offenses have missed a beat here. As we see, Smith Station going to take a corner 3 here, but miss it. And now fighting for the rebound is Antonio Welch. Welch on the ground, surrounded by 2 Panthers defenders. It's going to be a jump ball, and possession error is going to favor the Panthers. 1 foul so far on Auburn. No fouls for Smith Station, and now we're going to see a full team substitution. That is a Coach Ogle classic. And coming into the game now for Auburn is going to be number 2, Tanner Lee, number 22, Magnus Davis, number 55, Ben Walker, number 4, Terrence Brown, and number 13, Miller Wilson. And we're actually going to see Smith Station do the same thing, full team substitution in the game for Smith Station. Number 2, Timothy Jackson, number 23, Keaton Sparks, number 11, Christian Bryant, number 12, Kendrick Finley, and it's going to also be number 10, Jalen Williams. As we see, Williams misses that 3, rebounded by Ben Walker. Walker keeps it himself. Now he's going to pass it out to Lee. Lee's going to set up the offense here, bring it up the court, and he's going to look over to his right. He's going to find Davis. Davis back over to Lee. Lee going to toss it over to Wilson. Wilson now in the corner, left wide open was Brown, but he misses the mid-range, and it's going to be rebounded there by Kendrick Finley. Now bringing it up for the Panthers is number 2, Timothy Jackson. Jackson's going to swing it over. Now with his Jalen Williams. Williams guarded by Brown. Williams going to drive inside. He loses it, but it rolls right over to the feet of Keaton Sparks. Sparks passes it back inside. Now back out to Sparks. Sparks in the corner. Passes it over. Number 10, Jalen Williams. He's going to take the shot and miss it way off the top of the backboard. And now Magnus Davis got the rebound. He's going to bring it back himself. Now Ben Walker going to stop and shoot a 3, and he drains it. Nice shot there by Walker. Auburn now up 9-7, 2:08 to go here in the first quarter. Bringing it up for the Panthers. That's going to be number 2, Timothy Jackson. And now number 11 with it, Christian Bryant. He misses it. Now fighting for the rebound and getting it are the Panthers, but they miss it once again, and it's going to be rebounded by Lee. Now we're seeing Smith Station start to miss some of those inside jumpers. They're going to need to start hitting some of those if they want to get back in this game. Now Walker within the corner. Passes out to Tanner Lee back up top. Now Davis with it. Davis back over to Lee. Lee back over to Davis. Davis back over to Brown. Great passing here by the Tigers, and Brown drains the 3. Auburn is scorching hot right now from beyond the perimeter. And now they're up 12-7 over the Panthers. Just 1:25 to go here in the first quarter. Now outside with it is Christian Bryant. Bryant goes inside to Finley. Finley on Ben Walker. Great defense by Walker, but Finley just able to, turn around and shoot it, and he is able to make it that time. So now the Panthers within 3 here, 12-9, 1:07 to go here in the first quarter. Lee with it. Lee guarded by none other than number 10, Jalen Williams. Now Walker with it. Walker with a strong pass inside to Davis, but he gets it blocked. And now Smith Station has the ball back, and they're going the other way. Williams with it inside. Williams now going to pass it back out to Bryant. Bryant going to go to the corner to Williams. And Keaton Sparks now going to pass it back over to Bryant. Some good passing here between both of these teams. A very clean game early on, as we see taking it inside and missing it. Sparks, and now Brown with the rebound, tosses it up to Miller Wilson, and Wilson gets whacked on the forearm right there by number 2, Timothy Jackson. So Miller Wilson going to go to the line. Just the second foul so far in this game between the two teams. So Miller Wilson going to go to the line for 2. Up 12-9, 26.3 to go here in the first quarter. Wilson hits the first. So this Auburn team is very good at home. They've only lost one time, and it was to Opelika, and that actually came last Tuesday. So that was their first loss at home. So looking to bounce back from that is the Auburn Tigers, as we see Miller Wilson makes the second. So 13-9 your score, and now driving inside, that's number 11, Christian Bryant, and he's going to get whacked. And he's going to go to the line for 2. 13-9 your score here, 17.2 to go here in the first quarter. Auburn up 13-9, like I just said. And Bryant going to go to the line for 2 here. Try and get back in this game. He missed the first one too strong. Get some dap from his teammates. Levi, what have you seen in this game so far? I mean, fast start for both teams.
Yeah, Smith Station started off strong, and then I think they just started to lose that power they had on the gas, you know?
Yeah, I mean, they got to keep their foot on the gas in this game, I mean, because Auburn is not missing shots, although they turned it over right there off the missed free throw.
And definitely a tough opponent for Smith Station tonight.
And now the Panthers with it, and chucking it down sideline, and it's going to be caught by Davis in the air. Now passes over to Lee. Lee going to shoot from 3, left it short. Rebound there by Finley. Finley going to bring it up. 3 seconds to go. 2, 1, and they're not going to get a shot up. Number 11, Christian Bryant thought about it. Tanner Lee had good position on him, and he did not put the shot up. So 13-9, your score at the end of 1. Auburn up by 4 going into the second quarter. And we're back here at Auburn High School Arena. Auburn up 13-9 over the Smith Station Panthers to start the second period. Levi, who are some of the best players from the first quarter between these two teams?
For Auburn, we got Terrence Brown at number 4. He scored 3 points, and that's as much as anybody has scored on Auburn. And for Smith Station, we have Jason Mahogany, and he scored 5 whole points for the Smith Stations tonight.
Yeah, so I mean, you know, very even scoring between these two teams. Auburn really spreading it around. They have 13 points, but their highest score is Terrence Brown with 3. And coming into the game for Auburn for the first time tonight is number 1, Kamari Russell. As we see a missed shot there by Mark Basil, but it's going to remain Auburn ball. Also coming into the game for the first time for the Panthers is Jakari Peabody, and as soon as I say his name, he gets a steal. So coming back down the floor is Zach Brown for the Panthers. Smith Station trying to get back in this game. Only down by 4, so nothing to worry about so far. So Brown with it up top. He's going to swing it over to Wilson. Wilson going to go back to Brown. Brown guarded by Clegg. Holding Clegg in the game for the first time for the Tigers. Now Mahogany with it. Mahogany going to go inside. He puts it up too strong. Rebounded by Basil. Basil going to go up to Wyatt Smith. Wyatt Smith almost lost it, but now he's up at the three-point line. He's going to pass it over to Johnson. Johnson back over to Smith. Smith swings it out to Clegg. Clegg going to go over to Basil. Basil puts it up, and he misses off the backboard. Rebounded there by number 21, Larry James with the Panthers. And now back up the floor quickly, and that's number 4. That's number 4, Alex Wilson. He's going to go to the line after getting whacked on the arm there by number 24, Cole Johnson. And so Wilson going to go to the line for 2 here for the Panthers. 5:46 to go here in the second period. First foul of the second quarter by the Tigers. As we see, making the first free throw is Wilson to put the Panthers within one possession. Now Wilson misses the second, and a strong rebound there by Basil. Reached up to get it against two defenders. Now Smith gonna bring it up. Nice little shimmy shake there. And now he's gonna give it to the point guard, Clegg. Clegg gonna hand it off to Basil. Basil guarded by number 21, Larry James. Now he's gonna go to the corner with Clegg. Clegg with it. Clegg's gonna go inside. And nice spin move there, but it doesn't work. He has to go back out to Smith. Some great defense here by the Panthers. Now back to Clegg. Clegg guarded by number 1, Josiah Mahogany. Now he's going to go back out to Johnson. Johnson puts it up for 3, and he misses it. Basil had an easy rebound, but he just let it go through his hands. And now bringing it back up the floor, that's number 4, Alex Wilson. Wilson guarded by Wyatt Smith. And now he's going to reset the offense with Peabody. Peabody going to go back to Wilson. Wilson trying to put some work. Now he's going to switch on to Russell. Wilson going to go inside, and it's blocked. Blocked by Kamari Russell, and he's going to toss it out to Smith. And Cole Johnson's going to bring it up the floor for the Tigers. Auburn still up 13-10 here, 4:35 to go here in the second period. Now Clegg with it. Clegg going to pass inside to Russell, and Russell gets blocked. Russell blocked by number 21, Larry James. And now it's going to go back up to Wilson. Wilson going to drive inside on Clegg. Wilson going to go up, and he's going to be fouled. And it looks like that foul is going to go on either Clegg or Mark Basil, and they're going to call it on holding Clegg. So second foul in this second period for the Tigers. Now the Panthers all of a sudden have a chance to get within 1 point with this trip to the free throw line by Alex Wilson. And Wilson makes the first. So 13-11 your score, 4:21 to go here in the second period. Levi, what have you seen from these two teams, and what do the Panthers need to do to try and get this lead?
Like I said earlier, both teams started off with a fire, but then after that fire faded for Smith Station, it kind of like they've just been scoring less and gotten a lot more sloppy. But Auburn has kept that fire and just kept their lead.
Yeah, and Alex Wilson missed the second free throw, so it's still 13-11 here. And Clegg almost breaks the ankles of a Smith Station player. Now passes it in the corner to Smith, and Smith drains it. Kind of there's not really any arc on that shot for Smith, but it works. And so Auburn up 16-11 here, 3:53 to go here in the second quarter. Brown with it up top for Smith Station. Trying to set something up. Not a lot of movement here for the Panthers. They got to get moving. Now Wilson with it. Wilson, he's double teamed by Johnson and Smith. He is able to find a way out. Gets it over to Brown. Brown puts it up. Almost gets whacked in the head by Russell. And they're going to call a jump ball. Possession error in the favor of the Panthers. Good job by number 21, Larry James, able to fight through the trees and get that rebound. Now coming into the game for number 1, Josiah Mahogany, is going to be number 20, Jamon Mills. And Auburn has been red hot from the beyond the arc this game with 3 threes. So now Brown going to pass it in for the Panthers. Also coming into the game for the Panthers is number 2, Timothy Jackson, subbing in for number 21, Larry James. And now Jackson with it. Jackson guarded by Clegg, and that's going to be a travel. Moved his pivot foot there, can't do that, and so it's going to be Auburn ball. And now full team substitution for the Tigers. Coming into the game is number 20, Aaron Gergley, number 5, Antonio Welch, number 10, Braden Williams, number 12, Tyler Woodham, and number 11, Brooks Orr. Welch bringing it up the floor. Last time Auburn played at home was against Opelika, and Antonio Welch was our AHS Mass Media Player of the Game. Had, I believe, 13 points in that game, and now there's going to be a miss by Brooks Orr on the floater, and it's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be Panthers ball. Now Zach Brown with it, bringing it up for Smith Station. Be sure to stay after this game, though, because coming up is going to be live broadcast of the women's and the men's varsity games between the Smith Station Panthers and the Auburn Tigers. Another miss for Smith Station, rebounded by Orr. Now Welch bringing it up quickly. Welch going to pass it out to Williams. Williams, first time saying his name tonight. Now Orr going to hand it off to Welch. Welch guarded by Peabody. Welch going to get a screen here from Woodham. Welch going to stop and pop, and he misses it to the right. Rebounded by Woodham. Woodham back inside to Gurgley, and Gurgley puts it up and in. First score in a while between either team. 18-11 your score. Auburn starting to pull away. 2:17 to go here in the second period. Bringing up the floor is Zach Brown. Brown guarded by Welch. Now Brown's going to toss it over to Peabody. Peabody back outside to Jackson. Jackson going to reset it with Finley. Finley now back out to Brown. Brown uses a screen, and that's going to be a charge. Charge on Zach Brown. Good job by Tyler Woodham, able to stand in and take it. So it's going to be Auburn Tigers ball. Antonio Welch bringing it up the floor for the Tigers. And putting it up right there is Braden Williams, and Williams misses it from three. Antonio Welch fighting for the rebound, and it's going to be a foul. Bit of hand fighting there between him and Kendrick Finley, and it's going to go the Smith Station way. So Timothy Jackson going to pass it in for the Tigers, or excuse me, the Panthers. He passes it over to Brown. Brown has to save it, and he gets it in to Jackson. Good defense here by the Tigers with a nice press. And Smith Station needs to get it past the half-court line, and they do. But they're about to turn it over, and they do. Off the hand of Finley and goes out of bounds. It's going to be Tigers ball. Wasn't even a...
Smith Station is making a lot of mistakes.
100%. And like I always say, that's something you can't do on the road, especially against a team as talented as the Auburn Tigers. And that wasn't even a crazy press there by the Tigers, just a two-man. And Williams going to put it up. He leaves it short. And fighting for the rebound and getting it is Timothy Jackson. Now one-on-one against Brooks. Orr puts it up, and that's going to be a foul called on Orr. So Timothy Jackson going to go to the line for two. But if you're Smith Station, you need to try and get some sort of run here going into halftime. Because you're down by 7, you know, not something that you can't overcome, but your offense is kind of slowed down a little bit. You do not want to get behind double digits in this game. As you see, Jackson misses the first free throw. Now subbing in for the Panthers is going to be number 21, Larry James. So Jackson going to try and go 1 for 2 from the charity strike, and he makes it. Shooter's roll off the rim. So now Welch with it. Auburn deciding to go fast. Welch now going to back out a little bit, and then he's going to drive inside, and he's going to draw the foul. A good physical contest there by Larry James, but it's going to go against him, and it's going to send Antonio Welch to the free throw line.
I wonder if Smith Station is already tired, or if they're just, I don't know. Auburn's pretty good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this Auburn team is very deep, as you see the full team substitutions. As we see Welch there, going to make the first free throw. Put the Tigers up 7, 19-12, 57 seconds to go here in the second quarter. And Welch makes both. So Auburn, the first to reach 20 in this game, 20-12, after a really quick start. And Welch now on the press. He almost takes it away from Timothy Jackson. And Smith Station just scrambling for answers. They're able to get it up the court to Alex Wilson. Wilson going to drive inside, and a nice jelly layup there on Aaron Gurgley. So now Welch going to go fast, and it's going to be tipped away by Wilson. And a good job by Wilson there, because if he did not tip that ball away, Welch is going to go in uncontested and score that layup. Still going to be Tigers ball now. 38.6 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Gurgley inside to Welch. Welch with it, guarded by Brown. Welch going to drive with his right hand, put it up and in. Nice layup there by Antonio Welch. Now the Panthers are going to bring it back up the floor. Now Alex Wilson with it. Wilson going to stop, pop at the free throw line. He misses it. Too strong. Rebounded by Woodham. Woodham going to go up the floor to Gurgley. 18 seconds to go. Auburn slowing it down a little bit. Probably going to hold the last shot. No, Braden Williams is going to pull the trigger, and he misses it. Too strong. And now Larry James and Tyler Woodham fighting for the rebound, and it's going to be possession arrow in favor of Smith Station. Jump ball there. Good job by Larry James fighting for the ball. So 8.1 seconds to go here. 22-14 your score. Auburn up by 8. And if you're Smith Station, actually, the refs miscalled it. It's going to be Auburn ball, possession error Auburn. So 8 seconds to go here. Auburn trying to add to that 8-point lead. And can pass it out to Orr. Orr going to go in the corner to Welch. 6 seconds to go. Welch going to pass it over to Williams. Williams with it, 2 seconds to go. He's going to put it up, and he's going to draw a foul. So good job by Braden Williams, able to draw the foul there. And you can see the Smith Station coach telling his player, you got to go straight up there. He just decided to whack him on his arm. And Williams makes the first. So Auburn trying to extend this to a double-digit lead here with 0.6 seconds to go in the first half. And Williams makes the second. Don't go away after this first half is over, because we're going to try and get an interview with Coach David Ogle for the Auburn Tigers. And that's going to do it for the first half. 24-14 your score. 24-14 your score. Auburn up by 10. Don't go away, though, because we're going to get a quick interview with the coach for Auburn Tigers, Coach David Ogle.
My name's Eddie Metcalf. I enjoy working in my yard. And, you know, I can't do that anymore because I'm missing most of my lung. They did a CAT scan of my kidneys. No more kidney stones, that's the good news, but we found a spot on your lung. That frankly scared the hell out of me. I hadn't smoked in 22 years. How could this happen to me? He said, well, you know about radon gas. Well, you know, I heard about it. He said, well, the second leading cause of cancer in America is radon. 22,000 people a year die from this. I literally left the doctor's office, got a test kit, put it in the house, and our result was 39.8. The upper limit is 4. We got to get this fixed. That was on a Monday, and on Wednesday, our mitigation system was up and running. Well, I think everybody should have their house tested. We'd never known we'd still be living there. I could get another tumor from it, but right now it's changing my life.
proudly serving military, vets, or immediate families of troops killed in action, VetTix is for you. Sign up for free to become a VetTixer and start creating new happy memories that will last a lifetime. Go to vettix.org to become a member now. VetTix. Give something to those who gave.
Welcome back to Auburn High School for this matchup between the Auburn Tigers and the Smith Station Panthers. Auburn up 24-14 entering this second half between these two JV teams. 1:17 on the clock here until we start the second half between these two teams. But Levi, what are some key stats from the first half between these two teams?
Well, a big thing is Antonio Welch has 6 points, which I think is the most points that an Auburn player has made tonight. Which another thing is I find really funny, Auburn has made 3 threes. I don't know if anybody else found it. I thought it was kind of funny.
Well, yeah, Auburn with only 3 threes. We don't know if y'all heard it on the broadcast, but we heard it from here. Reese, our buddy Reese Kinder, who also does AHS Game Day, you'll hear him on the call for the varsity men's game tonight with Taylor Gottney. But he got an interview with Coach George Chamley, the assistant coach for the JV team, and he was talking about how, Coach Chamley was talking about how they haven't made, as many threes as they usually do. They've been missing a couple. Started to get hot early on, but really just cooled down after that. And that'll be something that they need to get in the second half. And in terms of Smith Station, you need to start scoring some more points and get some more turnovers on defense. No more turnovers on offense. Because this Auburn team is really good in transition. Setting.
Yeah, and like I said, Smith Station started off real hot. Their foot on the gas, and then I don't know what just happened. I guess they got tired and they just stopped playing.
Well, they should be refreshed for the second half, and we'd like to remind you that you watching this broadcast is brought to you by the Marquise and Shayna Daniels Endowed Scholarship. Shayna Daniels, the mother, the recent mother of Marquise Daniels, Antoine Daniels, Sarai Daniels, as we see Antonio Welch make a bucket there, passed away last June due to brain cancer, and we're trying to support awareness for brain cancer tonight. That's why you see everything colored pink. So please donate if you are watching the stream, and we will have ads throughout the broadcast supporting that. But yeah, very special cause tonight. It's more than a game tonight. As we see Auburn now up 26-14 after that Antonio Welch layup. 6:18 to go here in the third quarter. Welch going to go out to Gurgley. Gurgley going to put it up from mid-range. He misses it. Tipped up by Welch and then rebounded by James, but that's going to be, we're going to call it a jump ball, and it's going to be possession arrow in favor of the Panthers. And Antonio Welch, like you said, Levi, at the end of the first half, he had 6 points. Now he has 8 points after scoring that layup. That is the most by any player on the court right now. And we saw that last game. I mean, he had 13 points last game, and now he'll try to top that in this game. I mean, he is going to be a heck of a player once he goes to varsity next season. I have no doubt about that. He's also a heck of a football player as well. Stolen away, though, there by Alex Wilson. Wilson going to go inside, and it's going to be a foul on the floor there. And it's going to be, foul's going to go against the Auburn Tigers, and it's going to be Smith Station to inbound the ball. Zach Brown, he's going to pass it over in the corner to Mills. Mills now going to go up to Mahogany. Mahogany back in the corner to Brown. Brown going to go step through and mid-range, and he misses it. Rebound by Tyler Woodham. Woodham going to toss it up the court to Welch. Welch one-on-one against Mahogany. He puts it up, and it's going to be a foul. Foul on Mahogany. Unable to make the layup, but Welch going to go to the line for 2 with a chance to extend the lead for the Auburn Tigers. Also, Alex Wilson has 6 points so far for the Smith Station Panthers. I mean, this game started off very high scoring, but since then there hasn't been much back and forth scoring between these two teams. And Auburn's starting to pull away here as Welch is able to make the first free throw. That'll extend the lead to 27-14 here. 5:27 to go here in the third quarter. And Welch drains the second as well. So Panthers now being doubled up in points here by the Auburn Tigers, as after this game was very close early on. These teams are going back and forth. And now Brown going to drive in on Orr. Now he's going to pass it out in the corner. Now Mills is going to get it stripped away by Woodham, but it's going to be, they're going to call a foul. They're going to call a foul on Noah Blake, actually. Noah Blake was also in that tie-up, and he hit a guy on the hand. So Smith Station ball, already 2 fouls to start off this third quarter. And Brown going to pass it off the back of an Auburn Tiger, and he's going to get his own pass and put it up for a layup. Nice creativity there by Zach Brown. And now Antonio Welch going to bring it up for the Tigers. Tosses it over to Orr. Orr guarded by Wilson very closely. And Wilson gets the strip, and he's going to go all the way, put it up, and he's going to get fouled. Foul on Brooks Orr. And Orr thought that was clean. I kind of thought that was clean too. It looked like Wilson just lost it on the way up, but they're going to call a foul. Now Wilson will get a chance to cut this lead down to 10 at the line. And Wilson drains the first. This is also a problem we saw, though, for some of the teams that have lost to Auburn. They have had some free throw struggles at the line, and the same goes for this game for the Panthers. They have missed a couple of opportunities from the charity strike. As you see, Wilson missed the second, so 1 for 2 at the free throw line. Auburn trying to go quick here. Welch going to pass it inside to Blake. Blake going to stop and shoot it from the free throw line, and he's going to miss it. And it's going to be rebounded by the Panthers. Good job of staying with it, though, was Tyler Woodham, but he's going to tip it out of bounds. It's going to go off his right hand, and now it's going to be Panthers ball. Timothy Jackson to pass it in. Auburn going to go with a little bit of press here. So now Jackson gets it back from his teammate. Now Wilson going to drive inside him and stripped away by Welch. Wilson going to go outside to wide open Timothy Jackson. He's going to airmail it, and it's going to be rebounded by Gergely. Gergely going to go up the floor, pass it up to Welch. Welch going to reset the offense. Auburn up 28-17 here, 4:10 to go here in the third quarter. Gergely now with it. Passes it over to Blake. Blake going to go inside, too high, off the hands of Woodham, and it's going to be rebounded there by James. And now Jackson going to go up with it. And now he got it in the corner to Wilson. Wilson going to fake it a little bit and going to put it up, and he's going to get fouled. A good job by Wilson there, able to get inside and use the contact to get to the free throw line. And now with a chance to make this game single digits again. And they're actually going to call, I guess they're going to call an offensive foul actually, and it's going to be Auburn ball. So things not going Smith Station way so far in this game, but we'll see if they can turn the tides here in the third quarter. And now Woodham going to put it up, and nice layup there by Woodham, able to get inside in between those Smith Station defenders and able to put it up for 2. So now Auburn up 30-17 here, 3:23 to go here in the third quarter. Now going inside for the Panthers and putting up is Mills, and he's going to miss it. Rebounded by Orr. Orr going to go back up to Welch. Welch guarded by Jackson. Welch going to go back out to Orr. Orr going to go inside, loses it, and is going to be stolen away by Wilson. Wilson bringing it back up for the Panthers, guarded by Welch. Wilson going to go a little bit of a crossover dribble right there. Gets double teamed by Orr and Welch, and looks like they're going to call foul. So now full team substitution. Coach Ogle Classic coming in the game for the Tigers is Magnus Davis, Miller Wilson, Ben Walker, Terrence Brown, and Tanner Lee. So now Wilson for the Panthers is going to pass it in. Now Bryant passes it back over to Wilson. Wilson going to stop and pop, shoots it up, leaves it short, rebound there. Now rolling around on the ground, that's number 20, Jamon Mills. Surprised that wasn't a travel, but Wilson back with it, guarded by Davis. And he's able to pass it through the hands of Davis back over, and that's going to be another foul on the Tigers. That foul is going to be on, looks like it was on number 13, Miller Wilson. So Mills at the line shooting 2 for the Panthers. And Mills makes the first. So the Panthers staying within striking distance here with 2:30 to go here, 2:32 to go here in the third quarter. And Auburn also starting to get in some foul trouble. 5 fouls here. Smith Station is in the bonus. And so now Lee gonna go inside. He's gonna pass it out to Walker. Walker gonna toss it over to Davis. Davis back out to Lee. Lee guarded closely by Jackson. Lee, excuse me, over to Walker. Walker now passes it hard to Wilson. Now Brown with it. Brown just going to take a shot, and he misses it. Rebounded by Mahogany. Mahogany going to come back up the court, pass it in the corner to Jackson. Jackson fires it up. He airmails it again, but it's going to be rebounded by Mahogany and put in. So now the Panthers now within single digits here for the first time since the second quarter. Now Davis going to drive inside. Davis passes out back out to Wilson. Wilson over to Lee. Lee gonna pass it over to Ben Walker. Walker, smart decision. He almost went up and down, but tossed it back against the floor. He's gonna go inside and get fouled. Foul's gonna be on number 2. Number 2, Timothy Jackson. So Ben Walker gonna go to the line for 2. Good night so far as well for Josiah Mahogany. He has 7 points so far. And Walker making the first free throw. Tigers now up by 10. And he misses the second, leaves it way short. Rebounded by number 11, Christian Bryant. Bryant now back over to Wilson. Wilson gonna pass it in to Bryant. Bryant able to save it. Mahogany in the corner, and he leaves it short. Rebounded by Walker. Walker gets it tipped away from his hands. Now it's taken away by Brown. Brown gonna go out to Lee. Lee over to Davis. Davis over in the corner to Wilson. Wilson gonna drive inside, put it up, and he misses. Rebounded by Brown. Zach Brown bringing it back up for the Panthers. Brown gonna drive inside on Tanner Lee. Lee having none of it. Passes that back out, and it's stolen away by Davis. Davis 1-on-none, puts it up, and he puts it in. Now Auburn, after that little burst by Panthers to bring it back to within single digits, now on a 3-0 run. Now Wilson gonna drive inside. No one comes up to him, and he just throws it away. I think Wilson was almost surprised at how open he was in the lane. Just threw it out of bounds. So the Tigers gonna bring it back up the court. 50 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Up by 12. And Lee with it. Lee guarded by Mahogany. Lee gonna drive inside. Now passes it back out beyond the arc to Walker. Walker back over to Lee. Lee gonna drive inside. Now a nice crossover. Gets inside, puts it up way too strong, but a good rebound by Terrence Brown there. Able to back his teammate up and get the deuce. And now Brown gonna bring it back up. Chased by Lee. Puts it up and We're going to call it blocking foul. Blocking foul on Ben Walker. Looked like he was standing there waiting for the charge for ages, and they ended up going against him. It's going to be blocking foul on Ben Walker. Zach Brown going to go to the line for 2 for the Panthers. 19.1 to go here in the third quarter. 35-21 your score. Auburn up by 14 as we see Brown hits the first free throw. And you figure Auburn will hold to the last shot here on this next possession, but in the case they don't, the Panthers can try and, well, I say that, but he missed the second free throw, Zach Brown. And so Auburn now with it, and Auburn actually going to go fast. Davis going to put it up. He gets it tipped, and he gets his own rebound, and he puts it back up and in. Great effort there by Magnus Davis. So now 3 seconds to go here. Wilson with it, 3-on-1 actually, puts it up from 3, leaves it way short. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Auburn up 37-22, a bit kind of pulling away here in this game. But don't go away because we got the fourth quarter coming up.
Okay, I know what you're going through. Too much time inside, not enough outside. And like, what's up with the parents? They're in their own world. Hello? You can't do anything right anymore. No encouragement, no anything. If you're waiting for something to change, maybe it's time to stop waiting and change things yourself. So ask your parents how they're doing. Yeah, you go first. Ask what you can do to help. Parents are people too, and the stresses you're feeling, you can bet they're feeling as well. Best of all, when you help them feel better, it has the same effect on you. Visit yourlifeyourvoice.org for some game-changing ideas on how you can turn things around at your house. When you go first, everybody wins.
And we're back here at Auburn High School here. Start of the fourth quarter between these two teams. Auburn up by 15 points, 37-22 here to start off this fourth quarter. And Levi, what was a closely contested game for the most part, but Auburn started to pull away late in that third quarter. What does the Smith Station Panthers have to do to get back in this game in this fourth quarter?
They really need to work on their defense. They're letting Auburn get in the paint way too much, and that's really a big problem for them tonight.
Yeah, and as we see there, it's not the way you want to start off the period as Smith Station turns the ball over. So Auburn now with it, holding Clegg, bringing it up for the Tigers. Passes it over to Johnson. Johnson can drive inside on Finley. Johnson going to swing it out to Wyatt Smith. Wyatt Smith just going to toss it back over to Johnson. Johnson up to Clegg. Clegg going to drive over, and he thought about going inside to Basil, but rethinks his decision. Now he's going to dribble around for a little bit more. Stop and pop, and he leaves it way short. And that's going to go out of bounds off the Tigers. Smith Station ball. And if you're Smith Station, you know, you haven't made many threes in this game. And we see a steal here by holding Clegg. Clegg tosses it over to Johnson. Johnson is able to score. Great play there by Clegg, having active hands on defense. And now Smith Station opting to go fast here. Jackson already on the other side of the court. Passes over, nobody even near him, and he misses it. That was number 23, Keaton Sparks, in the corner. And so now Auburn bringing it back up the floor. But if you're Smith Station here, you might need to start thinking about scoring some threes, as Auburn is up 39-22 here, 5:39 to go here in the fourth quarter. And now a nice pass inside to Russell. That pass from Holden Clegg, and now Auburn extending the lead to 19 points.
One more point, and they're double Smith Station's total points.
And so now with a rebound on the other end is Larry James off the miss, and he is able to make it, put it back up and in. And Smith Station, you can feel this game kind of going away from him, although Holden Clegg going to pull the trigger immediately, and he misses the three. And it's going to be rebounded by the Panthers. Bringing it back up the floor for them is Jackson. Jackson guarded by Johnson. Now tosses it over to Finley. Finley goes over to Jalen Williams. Jay Will going to go inside, and it's going to be off the leg of Clegg, and it's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to remain Panthers ball. Subbing in for Smith Station is number 0, Zach Brown, and number 4, Alex Wilson. think their coach sent them that this might be their last stand in this game to bring back in the starters. Wilson with it, guarded by Basil. Wilson going to stop and pop, puts it up, and leaves it way short. And rebounded by Basil. So now bringing it up the court for the Tigers is Holden Clegg. Clegg guarded by Williams. Receives a screen from Mark Basil. Basil was able to get the tip pass inside, passes it out to Johnson. Johnson going to stop and pop way too strong, and it's going to be rebounded by Finley. Now bringing it back up the floor is Wilson. Wilson going to drive inside, spin move, puts it up and in. And one for Alex Wilson. And hold on now, Panthers might still have a little bit of life in them. And that foul is going to go on number 1, Kamari Russell. So Wilson going to go to the line for 2. Trying to make this a 14-point game. And he misses it. And fighting for the rebound, and it's going to be Auburn ball. Tipped off the hand of Larry James. So 4:21 to go here in the fourth quarter, and it looks like we're going to see a timeout called here by the Panthers. And we'll be right back. We're going to take the timeout with them. Don't go away. We got 4:21 left to go in this game. We're back here at Auburn High School. Auburn up 41-26, taking control over this game over the Smith Station Panthers. 4:21 to go here in the fourth quarter. Auburn with the ball. Holden Clegg bringing it up for the Tigers. And if you're Coach David Ogle for the Tigers, you've got to be very happy with how your team played. As we see, Kamari Russell gets the pass inside from Clegg, and he is able to make it. And now Auburn with a press, just leaving the foot on the gas pedal, but it's going to be a foul there against Wyatt Smith. And it's going to be Smith Station basketball, the second foul of the fourth quarter by the Tigers. But especially after how this game started, it looked like Smith Station was not going to miss a single thing the entire game. And then all of a sudden they slowed down and they've only scored 26 points.
I think they're trying to speed up, but it's not working for them because Auburn's moving with them.
Exactly. As we see some very active hands defense there by Cole Johnson. But Alex Wilson able to take advantage of it and pass it inside to wide open Jalen Williams, and he is able to go up and score. But with 3:43 to go here, fourth quarter, it might be just a little too late. So Clegg now guarded by Brown. Now Clegg going to go over to Johnson. Johnson going to put it up and in. So Auburn now up 45-28 here, 3:26 to go here in the fourth quarter. Now Finley with it. Or excuse me, yes, Finley. And he misses that one. It's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be Auburn ball. And now we're going to see full substitution by the Auburn Tigers. Coming in the game is Aaron Gergely, Antonio Welch, who has 10 points on the night, the most by any Auburn Tiger, Braden Williams, Brooks Orr, and Tyler Woodham. Also coming in for the Smith Station Panthers is number 1, Josiah Mahogany. So Welch with it. Passes it over to Woodham. Woodham going to go over to Gergely. Almost gets it stolen away by Wilson, but able to corral it. Now he's going to go in the corner to Welch. Welch with it. Welch going to float it up to Orr. Orr going to drive inside himself, puts it up, and too strong. Rebounded there by Larry James. James going to go over to Zach Brown. Brown going to bring it up the floor for the Panthers. 2:50 to go here in the fourth quarter. Auburn up 45-28. And we're going to see an offensive foul there. Larry James caught Gergely in the chest with his left arm. And might have been a little bit of an acting job by Gergely, but able to draw the foul nonetheless. So Welch going to bring it up the floor for the Tigers. All smiles here for the Auburn Tigers tonight. Great performance at home. Going to move to 13-3, second straight win. Now Welch going to drive inside on 2 guys, and he is able to put it up and in. Antonio Welch, have yourself a game, 12 points on the night. So now bringing it up the floor is Mahogany for the Panthers. Auburn up by 19. Mahogany guarded by Braden Williams, and that looked like it was tipped by Williams, and It results in an air ball, and now Auburn going the other way. Williams with it. Williams passes over to a wide open Orr. Orr leaves it too strong. Rebounded by Mahogany. Mahogany gets it stolen away, though, by Woodham, and Woodham puts it up and in. I'll tell you what, man. Woodham is one of the most active players as you see. Welch get a steal off the inbounds, and he misses it. And it's rebounded by Alex Wilson. Wilson going to go fast. Passes it inside to number 20, Jamon Mills, and he puts it up and in. And now Wilson with another steal. Wilson going to go all the way, and he's going to hesitate and go inside and score. And Wilson kind of talking a little bit of trash talk, which I don't understand if you're down by 17, but it's going to be 1:40 to go here in the fourth quarter. We'll be right back after this quick commercial break. Welcome back to Auburn High School here, 49-32 your score, 1:37 to go here in the fourth quarter. Auburn up by 17. Welch bringing it back up the floor for the Tigers. Now Woodham with it on the outside. Swings it over to Williams. Williams going to give it back to Welch. Welch going to go over to Brooks Orr to Gurgley, Gurgley to Orr, and then Orr to Welch. Some great passing to start off this possession by the Auburn Tigers. Now Welch one-on-one against Zach Brown. He tosses it over to Woodham. Woodham going to go over to Welch. Welch going to go inside, pass it out, and it's too far for Aaron Gurgley to reach. It's going to be a turnover by the Tigers. But I don't think that one will affect them right now, as they got 1 minute to go, 1 minute and 8 seconds to go exact. Fourth quarter here. They're up by 17. Although Wilson going to go inside quickly, and he misses it. Now Gurgley with the rebound, passes it over to Welch. Welch with a heck of a pass to Orr, and Orr's going to go up and in. What a play by Welch to not only save the ball, but get an assist over to Orr. So now Auburn up by 19. Brown going to go over to number 11, and Christian Bryant. Christian Bryant going to go over to Welch. Welch with it. Welch going to pass it over to Orr. Orr going to go up and in.
Doesn't even defend it.
And so Auburn, yeah, Smith Station kind of giving up right now. I mean, it is too little too late as they go inside and gets the and one. So not out of it yet. Jamon Williams goes up for the and one. That'll make it a 19-point game, 26.5 to go here in the fourth quarter. And coming into the game for the Panthers, number 23, Keaton Sparks. He's going to sub in for Larry James. Larry James, a decent night, 4 points. So Woodham going to pass it in after he makes both free throws. So Smith Station within 18 points now, 21 seconds to go here. And Auburn not going to hold the ball. He's just going to try and run up the score, and Woodham is able to go inside and put it up and in. So Auburn up by 20 points now. Alex Wilson with it, going to keep it himself, put it up, and airballs it. And that's going to be out of bounds. Going to be Auburn ball. And 7 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter, and it looks like Auburn's going to come out with the win. 20-point game, and 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Welch is going to drill it through his legs, count it down, and that's going to do it here for the JV game. Auburn winning 55-35 against the Smith Station Panthers. You know, what a game between these two teams. You know, Smith Station was in it early, but Auburn just able to fight and get back and able to get the win by 20 points. Didn't look like it early on, but, you know, how is Auburn able to slow down the Smith Station Panthers offense?
Auburn really took it under their control, and if they didn't do that, I think Smith Station would have kept the lead for the night.
Yeah, and don't go away, because coming up, we're going to have a interview with Antonio Welch, who is our AHS Mass Media Player of the Game. Don't go away.
All right.
Oh, it's so loud.
I'm here with AHS Mass Media Player of the Game, Antonio Welch. Antonio, how does it feel to have double digits in back-to-back home games?
Feel good, man.
You know, your team looked great out there tonight. How would you say your team looked overall? You know, just getting the ball inside. You know, fast breaks, turnovers.
It felt good. It felt good to get a team win.
Now, what are you guys gonna do to prepare for your next game on the road, or actually no, at home on Friday?
But nah, we on the road. We on
Yeah,
the
y'all
road.
on the road on Friday.
I feel like, we gonna get back in the gym tomorrow. Prepare.
You know, considering last game's coming up next week, next Friday against Lojapoka, how have you felt you've done this season? You know, sophomore season, you know, next year's going to be your junior season. So how have you felt you've done so far this season?
Felt good. Had to get back in the groove for football season, but
yeah,
I feel like I'm doing good now, though.
Well, that was the interview with Antonio Welch, AHS Mass Media Player of the Game. Thanks, Antonio, for your time, and I hope you enjoy this win.
You too.
Hands on the wheel, safely drive that automobile. Eyes on the road, hands on the wheel.
Meet Norm. He lives with anxiety, but with the help of this latest innovation from Be Normal, he can be normal, just like everyone else. With the swipe of a finger, you can project happiness, confidence, machismo. Why settle for being real when you can be normal? The Normal Maker, new from Be Normal. This item doesn't really work because there's no such thing as normal. We're all different. What we like, how our brains work. In fact, 1 in 5 of us live with mental illness. Don't filter who you are. Start by talking to someone you trust. And remember, there is no normal.
Performing on stage takes mental and physical preparation. But one thing I never thought to prepare for was cervical cancer. 91% of cervical cancers are caused by the human papillomavirus, or HPV. For many people, HPV hides inside them and they never develop symptoms. But for others, HPV links directly to cancer. My cancer almost ended my career. It almost ended me. The good news is there are vaccines that can protect you or your children from cancer. The HPV vaccine is recommended for 11 to 12-year-olds, and a catch-up vaccine may be an option for teens and young adults. Talk to your doctors. You don't want HPV hiding inside your body like HPV has been hiding inside this commercial. Did you see all of them? Go to thinkaboutthelink.org to look again and learn more. Together, we can stop cancer before it starts.
I will be right by your side. If I can't find the cure, I'll fix you with my love. No matter what, you know I'll fix you with my love. And if you say you're okay, I'm gonna heal you anyway. Promise I'll always be there. Promise I'll be.
Yes, women can have it all, including heart attacks. Know the signs. Heart disease is the #1 killer of women. Get heart checked.
Girls and your Auburn Tigers. Sorry for that little bit of a delayed start, but Smith Station coming in this game 12-1, 1-1 in the region. Auburn 18-4 and 3-1 in the region. And this game is sponsored by the Marquise and Shayna Daniels Endowed Scholarship. Shayna Daniels, mother of Soraya Daniels, unfortunately passed away this summer, and our condolences go to them. But it's awesome that we can honor her during this game, and we can have a scholarship in her name, giving students that are going to the university an opportunity that they might not have. I'm here joined by my color commentator, Jake Pistoso, and we are underway as the score is 0-0 with 7 minutes left as Claire Napper bringing the ball up to the court. Going up with the right hand all the way to the bucket and puts it in. Claire Napper, the guard, averaging 5.3 points per game. As Smith Station now with the ball going to the other end. Jatiah Bryant, number 3, starting for the Panthers in this game. Out to number 1, Jasmine Thomas. Inside to number 1, Chantel Barnes. Smith Station resetting here. Trying to get a play out of it. Over to Jasmine Thomas in the left corner. Shoots it just off. Rebound try by Latasha Judkins, but Soraya Daniels comes up with it. Kalia Tolles out to Brooke Hallman. Brooke Hallman left-handed dribble. Out to number 15, Daly Alsabrook. The connection is there. Daly Alsabrook splashes the 3. Daly Alsabrook with 9.5 points per game on 50% field goal shooting. The 11th grade guard that was on varsity last year as well. 6:10 left in the first quarter. Auburn up 5-0. As aggressive defense right there by Napper, as she almost gets the steal, but it's going to stay Panther ball. Throwing in the ball for the Panthers is number 11, Sydney Motley. Out to her guard, Jatiah Bryant. Jatiah Bryant averaging 5.1 points per game. Like I said earlier, 22% field goal shooting. As Smith Station, if they're going to, upset the Auburn Tigers, they got to get some shots going. As Soraya Daniels gets the steal, the person we've been talking about all week, goes up with the right hand and one layup. Actually, the foul was on the floor, so they're not going to count the bucket as it's going to stay with Auburn.
This is what I've noticed about, Auburn's play. I do notice that they tend to get a lot of steals and a lot of points off of those steals, after, with easy layups.
Yeah, it's led to that, 18-4 record that the Tigers have amassed as Soraya Daniels just gets her first 2 points of the game. 5:30 left to go in the first. Auburn up 7-0 on a run as Smith Station just trying to find something. Pressure from Soraya Daniels, and it's going to be a jump ball. It's going to stay with the Panthers. Soraya Daniels playing really aggressive defense so far. Soraya Daniels 23 points per game on 55% field goal percentage, committed to Auburn University, as we actually see a few Auburn University women's players cheering on the Tigers. As Alsabrook goes all the way, floater over Barnes, and that's no good. As Panthers running with the ball, that's going to be Bryant running full speed ahead. As Daniels almost with another steal. Knocked away. Back out to Bryant. Bryant out to Thomas. Thomas shoots another one, and it's no good. Smith Station, 0 points in this first quarter. Can't get anything going as Alsabrook ends up with the ball. Tolles on the other end. All the way down to Daniels. Daniels with the right hand and the foul. And that's going to be no good, but Daniels going to the free throw line. Auburn coming out super fast. Smith Station just looks like they can't keep up with them at this point.
Absolutely. Auburn is being very handsy with the ball. Even at that one possession, I saw them tip and touch the ball at least 3 times, and eventually they got it.
Soraya Daniels going to the free throw line. Goes through the progressions, but misses the first one. Soraya Daniels, the daughter of, the person that we're honoring, the Daniels Scholarship for Auburn University, as she is committed to Auburn University. And Smith Station back with the ball as she drains the second one. Clap, clap, AU coming in her future. As almost a steal by Tolles, but on the other end, that's going to be Bryant driving all the way inside to number 34, Latasha Judkins, and Judkins nails the layup. We're going to have a 30-second timeout by the Panthers, and we're going to keep it here. Jake, what have you seen in these first few minutes so far that has gotten Auburn to this 8-2 lead?
Well, definitely their defense. They're, very quick to the ball. They're not relenting, and they'll grab that thing. They're not afraid of, stealing it and taking it to the house.
Yeah, we saw Auburn, beat Central on Friday
lost to Central the first time, so this Auburn team is on a roll right now, and there's almost no stopping them. And we just got word that number 34 is Chantel Barnes, number 32 is Latasha Judkins from a generous Smith Station fan. Thank you so much. We won't be calling these girls by the wrong name anymore. Your score 8-2 with 4:45 left in the first quarter. Very fast-moving game so far as Napper throws it into Tolles. And Smith Station coming in with a little bit of a press here as Tolles going full speed with the right hand, crosses over to her left. Tolles trying to get a play going. Coach Pritchett calling the play. Tolles tapping on her shoulder, trying to find some help. Over to Napper. Napper pulls up the three over Barnes, and it bounces around and it goes in. Blair Napper with the three. Took about 3 bounces off the rim, then went down into the hoop. As on the other end, Bryant is stolen away by Tolles. Tolles up to Daniels. Daniels with the right hand, and one layup. Soraya Daniels proving why she is such a prominent college prospect.
This is exactly what I'm talking about, getting those steals and just profiting off of them.
Yeah.
Easy points.
Fast break
Especially
points.
Getting the fouls too.
Fast break points for the Tigers coming in clutch as Daniels nails the free throw. As substitutions coming in for both teams here. We're gonna have a ceremony on the
Soraya Daniels just scored 2,000 points.
And Soraya Daniels getting recognized for her 2,000th point here at Auburn High School. Awesome ceremony as her dad and her family join her on center court. Coach Pritchett joining her as well. The emotions are coming in all around the gym. Soraya on her way to Auburn University as, you know, on the other end of the court, you see Auburn University players cheering her on. You know, that's one of their future teammates. As Coach Daniels is going to take the basketball, they've put it in a frame. That basketball is going to live in Auburn High history forever. As Soraya Daniels, congratulations to her getting her 2,000th point on that free throw. Props to Smith Station and Auburn for putting that on, and we got more basketball coming. 4:11 left here in the first quarter. Auburn up 14-2. Subbing into the game for the Panthers is Malaya Crowell, number 2. As Daniels almost gets another steal, it's going to go out of bounds on her. Right by her Auburn University teammates. As Smith Station throwing the ball, and that's Thomas over to Barnes. Barnes getting pressured by Hallman. Over to Judkins. Judkins inside to Thomas and stolen away by Alsabrook. Alsabrook going on the fast break. Good defense right there. Transition defense by Barnes and Crowell to kind of poke that away from Alsabrook, but it's going to stay with the Tigers. Subbing into the game for the Tigers is number 32, Antoinette Morgan, coming in for number 15, Daly Alsabrook. And I want to say that, you know, sometimes, some games, we'll see Alsabrook come out and Antoinette Morgan start at center for the Tigers. So Antoinette Morgan gives his team some more size as Hallman thought about the three. Over to her teammate Napper, over to Tolles. Tolles over to the left corner to Hallman. Hallman on the baseline is fouled. She's just shoved right there by Judkins.
You know, Smith Station has to be careful with these fouls as they've already got 4 already in the first quarter with 3 minutes and a half to go.
And with one more, Auburn's going to go into the bonus. And already down 14-2, you do not want Auburn to go into bonus. It's on the inbound, Daniels over to Tolles, and it's tipped away by Smiths. Number 3, Jachia Bryant. Hallman throwing in the ball. Kind of had a quiet game so far. Into Tolles, out to Hallman. Hallman thought about the 3, pump fake, pull up mid-range, it's money. Brooke Hallman money all season with 16.5 points per game. Proving why she's just a valuable asset to this team for the past 2 years. As foul on Soraya Daniels right there is going to keep the ball with the Panthers. 3:16 left to go in the first quarter. Your score is 16-2. Auburn showing some pressure at the baseline as Crowell gets the ball. Triple team out to Thomas. Thomas trying to find someone open. Reset out to Bryant. Bryant over to her left, out to Thomas. Thomas kind of resetting, trying to find a play call as Crowell gets the ball out to Thomas. Thomas dribbling around. Smith Station just kind of throwing the ball around the perimeter. Can't get anything on the inside. No movement right here from the Panthers. Just back and forth between Thomas. As on the shot is Bryant. Bryant pulls up from the left wing and it's good. So Smith Station with 5 points. Shot up in the air by Morgan. Morgan on the and one layup. Gets her own rebound. Goes up for the and one. Antoinette Morgan proving why she's such a valuable asset. The 6-foot sophomore forward for the Tigers. Tallest player on the team, her and Soraya. As Morgan going to the free throw line for her first. And off the back rim, front rim, as Daniels gets the easy rebound, goes back up. And the Smith Station coach is not going to be happy with that one. Coach Dwayne Welch just kind of shook his head on that one. Smith Station didn't get the rebound. Thomas coming down on the other end. And this Auburn Tiger defense, nothing short of physical. Auburn just trapping. As Hallman and Napper trapping Bryant. Bryant entry pass in as it's stolen away by Tolles. Napper to Daniels. Daniels with another layup. Daniels having the game of her life right now.
And this is absolutely incredibly well ball play by Soraya Daniels and the rest of the Auburn team.
Daniels with 8 points so far. As Smith Station on the other end trying to find an answer. As Crowell thought about the shot. Entry pass in to Barnes. Stolen away by Morgan. Daniels comes up with it. Tolles running full speed to the right hand. To the right side to Napper. Napper with the three. And it is no good, but she was fouled on the three. So she's going to go to the free throw line for 3 free throws. Foul on number 5, Keziah Dorsey. Free throw line, Claire Napper, averaging 5.3 points per game. But I was talking the last broadcast, Claire Napper, that person, not going to show up in a lot of the stat sheets, but plays super physical, super fast, and loves this team. As Napper misses the second, and she still has another free throw. They started running back down the court, but Napper has 1 free throw for. That was a 3 when she shot. Napper walking back to the free throw line. Hopefully she can get this one, unlike the first 2. And she's too strong on the third one, so Napper goes 0 for 3 from the free throw line, visibly frustrated. We have 1:14 left in this first quarter. Auburn up 22-5. Coming down the court is Bryant with the left hand. Bryant trying to find someone open, out to Thomas. Bryant back with the ball. Trying to direct her team, out to Thomas. As Bryant gets the ball back, shoots the shot, and is no good. Great physical rebound by Morgan, and Auburn is out. Tolles coming down the court, slowing it down a bit. As Hallman out to Tolles. Tolles back to Hallman. Hallman in the right corner. Swing pass to Napper. Napper can't control it as Daniels gets the ball. Daniels over to Hallman. Hallman back to Daniels, over to Tolles. Tolles resetting here. 30 seconds left in the first quarter, 22-5, your score. As Hallman with the shot from the right wing, splash, nothing but net. Brooke Hallman proving why she's such a valuable shooter, the best shooter for this Tiger team. As with 17 seconds left, Smith Station down 25-5 as Bryant travels. Turnover by the Panthers.
That was just, great ball passing by Auburn to get someone open.
Yeah, and with no shot clock, Auburn, kind of just took that possession into their own hands, found Hallman. As we're going to have a full timeout on the court, we're going to take it with them. But don't go away because we got 13.9 seconds left in this first quarter. for a great cause, giving high school students going to the university great opportunities that they may not have gotten before. If you're feeling a bit generous, donate some money to that. But we got 6 seconds left as Daniels has the ball. Over to Hallman. Hallman with a deep three. And it is no good, too strong. As that's number 24, Avari Bowley, fought for the rebound. But that's the end of the first quarter. We're going to take a little bit of a break, but don't go away because we got the second quarter coming right your way. The 13-2 record, but have not shown it in this game. As Alsterbrook pulls up from mid-range, fight for the rebound is brought down by Bowley. Smith Station fighting for the rebound, still scrambling. Daniels ends up with the ball out to Hallman, and Toll is going to reset. Toll is out to Hallman. Hallman driving with her left, over to Bowley. Bowley almost got fouled. Had a person jump over her, but no contact, and it's no good, as that's going to be a foul on Bowley. Smith Station getting the ball back. Smith Station can't get anything going right now. Only 5 points to show for in that first quarter, as Jasmine Thomas, the leading scorer for the Panthers with 12.7 points per game, is just trying to crawl her team back into this game. It's not working. As Thomas throws it in to Bryant. Thomas swings it over to Crowell. Crowell with 8.8 points per game on the season. As Daniels gets another steal. Daniels going all the way. You know she's going to go all the way. With the right hand, Euro step layup is good. All smiles for Soraya Daniels and the Auburn Tigers right now. Soraya already up to 10 points. As on the drive, that's Crowell fouled by Bowley. I thought Bowley went straight up, but just came down too strong with the right and hit Crowell on the way down. Crowell going to the free throw line for 2. You know, this Auburn defense has been insanely good this entire game, not relenting and not giving them any easy baskets. It's Crowell short off the front left of the rim. And if you're Smith Station here, if you're trying to come back into this game, you got to make these free throws. It's free points. Coming in the game for the Tigers is number 32, Antoinette Morgan. And I want to tell an observation I made. Soraya Daniels has not come into the game the entire game. Played the whole first quarter, hasn't come out the second quarter. As Crowell with the second is short again. But rebound by Judkins. Judkins back over to Crowell. And Crowell was just bumped by Morgan. She didn't even shoot. It was mostly on the floor, as they're going to call it on the floor. Blocking foul.
Physical game, you know, there's a lot of crashing, a lot of going for the ball, and, you know.
Very physical game indeed, 27-5. Auburn pulling away in this one in the second quarter as Thomas goes up, blocked by Hallman. Daniels on the other end, out to Alsterbrook. Alsterbrook, wide open layup with the right is nothing but good. Daly Alsobrook, the 5'8", 11th grade guard, averaging 9.5 points per game, shooting an even 50% as well. Thomas with the pull-up mid-range is good. Jasmine Thomas with the 2. Senior shooting guard for the Panthers. Crawling her way back into this game as Tolles with the left, over to Alsobrook in the left corner. Alsobrook wide open, bang! Alsobrook with another 3 on the game. This Auburn team loves the perimeter shots, and they are falling right now. 32-7, Auburn up.
You could not leave any Auburn person open on the perimeter.
That's Hallman all the way down to Daniels. Daniels ball alone with the right hand. It's good again. Soraya with 12 points, and we got a time. Excuse me. I thought there was a timeout on the court, but someone's shoe is just that loud. Thomas with the ball. Thomas right-handed dribble over to Bryant. Bryant over to Judkins. Crowell over to Bryant. Bryant with the pull-up jumper over Alsobrook. It's no good. Rebound by Antoinette Morgan. Tolles over to Daniels. And Daniels got fouled on that one, but no call. She got decked in the stomach. Got the wind knocked out of her as pull-up jumper is going to be Bryant, and it is short air ball on that one. Not what you want trying to crawl back into this game. As Hallman throwing in the ball, gets the ball back from Napper. Hallman going down the court with the right hand. Hallman driving to her left over to Napper. Napper wide open for the 3, and it is short. One of the first missed 3s for the Tigers. Rebound to black and white. Bryant dribbling over to her right, splits the center. Great bounce pass to Barnes, and Barnes puts it up easily for the layup. Smith Station down now 34-9 with 4.5 minutes left. Hallman bringing the ball down the court for the Tigers. Hallman to her left. Almost an and one layup, fouled by Thomas. Hallman almost got this crowd into it with the and one layup, but just too strong. Hallman to the line for 2. Hallman on the first. Too strong. Auburn not shooting very good free throw percentage right now.
You can only imagine how much they'd be up if they made every single one.
Yeah, exactly. You know, everything's going right for the Tigers except for the free throws going down as Hallman nails the second one. No doubt about that. And Hallman visibly frustrated after missing that first one, but bounced back on the second. Black and white with the ball. Crowell over to Thomas. Thomas into Barnes. Taken away. Alsobrook running full speed with the ball. Hallman's over to number 30, Jonah Wood. Jonah Wood, the 5'10 senior for the Tigers.
Called a backcourt violation.
Yeah. Wood kind of caught that one with 1 foot in front of the half-court line and 1 foot behind it, so it's going to go back to the Panthers. Thomas with the ball. Thomas thought about the shot over to Crowell. Crowell under some pressure from Napper into Barnes. Barnes with the pull-up jumper. Thomas in for the rebound. Judkins goes back up, and it's going to be a foul on Antoinette Morgan. Excuse me, Brooke Hallman with the foul. It's kind of hard to see who fouled her because she was quadruple teamed. As Judkins to the line for the first, nothing but net.
They've just reached double-digit scoring. Maybe a little bit too late.
Yeah, a little bit too late. Auburn reached double-digit scoring with about 2 minutes into the game, so Smith Station just not the start you'd want, as Judkins nails the second. Pure form on both of the free throws. Judkins with her first 2 points of the game. And we're going to have a 30-second timeout. We're going to take it with them, but don't go away because we got some more basketball coming your way in this first half. by the Marquise and Shayna Daniels Endowed Scholarship for the College of Education at Auburn University. Feel free to donate when the QR code comes up. As Hallman over to Napper. Napper running down the court. Almost lost control. Got away with a double dribble there as Napper. Great pressure by Crowell, and Crowell is out on the fast break. Hallman with the defense. Great defense by Hallman on the 2-on-1 fast break, and Hallman with the ball. Hallman over to Alsabrook. Stolen by Judkins. Judkins going all the way with her teammate number 15, Eric Robinson. Hallman runs down the rebound as Alsabrook with the ball. And Hallman back with the ball. Coach Pritchett visibly upset at his team. Hallman wide open for the three. Too strong. Mackenzie Etheridge with the rebound. Out to Alsabrook. Alsabrook had a wide open Jonah Hill in the corner. As Hallman puts up the three. Almost another rebound by Etheridge. On the other end is Thomas. Thomas going all the way. Slowing down a bit. Thomas with the right hand. Over Etheridge is good. Jasmine Thomas with 4 points on the game so far. As Smith Station has some life here, only down 35-13. As Jonah Wood has the ball with the right hand, no good. Rebound Etheridge. Etheridge out to Alsabrook. Alsabrook wide open. And it's way too strong. Didn't even hit the rim as Crowell on the other end. Crowell with the right hand. Over Alsabrook. Rebound by Wood. Hallman going down the other way. This is a fast-paced game, man. Hallman slowing it down a bit. Over to Napper. Napper stolen by Crowell. Crowell with the right hand. Over to Robinson. Robinson with the pull-up jumper. Thomas with the rebound. Over two people and back with the rebound is Barnes. Barnes puts it up with the right hand. Smith Station on a 5-0 run right now. Upper coming back down the court. Napper with the ball. Driving with her left. Into Etheridge. Etheridge just can't take control of the ball. Wasn't looking at Napper. And visible frustration from Etheridge on that. As into the game for the Tigers is number 1, Lydia Tolles, and number 3, Soraya Daniels. Soraya Daniels shooting 100% from the field, 6 for 6. Showing to her Auburn University future teammates that she's going to be a weapon. Thomas on the other end out to Motley. Motley been quiet on the scoreboard so far. With the ball, Robinson. Robinson thrown away by Tolles. Tolles out to Daniels. Daniels all the way with the left hand. It's good. 7 for 7 for Soraya Daniels, having the performance of a lifetime against the Panthers.
Not to mention, she's also shooting 2 for 3 at the free throw line.
Thomas with the ball, got away with the travel. Out to Robinson. Robinson guarded by Tolles. Into Judkins. Judkins blocked by Hallman. Hallman showing off her flag football quarterback skills, a little bit too strong on that. Brooke Hallman, the flag football quarterback, starting quarterback, won the state championship last year, made the Final Four, Elite 8 this year. Showed off her arm strength on that one, a little bit too strong though. Coming into the game for the Tigers, number 24, Avari Bowley, and number 32, Antoinette Morgan. Tall lineup in for the Tigers on this possession. Coming down the court, Jasmine Thomas, number 1. Hasn't come out of the game the entire time. Over to Robinson. Robinson back to Thomas. And if you're Smith Station, you got to start thinking about some threes here with 40 seconds. As Thomas travels, great pressure by Bowley. And Thomas just took an extra step, kind of moved her pivot foot on that one. Auburn getting the ball back with 41.3 seconds left, but don't go away at halftime because we got an interview with none other than Coach Pritchett. Coach Courtney Pritchett for the Auburn Tigers in his 6th year on the Plains. Has led this Auburn team to some miraculous wins. And if this season can go the way it's been going, we could see another miraculous finish for the Tigers. Tolles driving to her right. Baseline drive over to Bowley. Bowley back to Tolles. Tolles not that person that's going to pull a 3. As the foul is called on number 2, Malaya Crowell on the steal. And you can see the frustration by the Smith Station coach, threw his towel down. And I mean, he's got a point. That was not a foul on Crowell. Clean steal as Daniels has the ball at the top of the key. Daniels going to her left, over 2. That's going to be Alsabrook in the left corner. Alsabrook splash! Nothing but net for Daly Alsabrook. Alsabrook also having an amazing game as Crowell has the ball. 1 second left. Thomas got to put up a shot over Alsabrook. It's almost good. As Thomas off at the back of the rim. But don't go away at halftime. We got a sideline interview with Levi Benefield with Coach Courtney Pritchett.
Thank you, straight up. I'm excited to see your bed. All right. Hey, listen, I want to thank everybody for coming out. This is a very, very big day for our program, very, very big day for Sarai and her family. And so I won't talk a lot because I can talk a lot, but I just want to say I'm very, very, very proud of you. And this is a very good journey for you. I just got through talking to Coach Harris, and she was just like over the moon about you and getting you there. So very, very excited. But we're going to allow, Dan, you want to go first? Yep. Call him out.
Man, I'm white. No, I'm just playing. Thank y'all first of all for being here and support Sarai throughout this whole time. And Sarai, personally, I can't express how excited I am and yet proud to have you as a daughter. You battled through a lot, from me kicking you off the court to you, running in the house to your mom telling you get back out there. Just the practices after games, the practices before games, the tour days, the workouts, just all the hard work that you put in. I'm just proud that you are growing into the young lady that you're becoming, and your future is bright. Don't dim your light for no one. Keep being great. Keep going. Just like you say, I know Mom is here with us, and every day just do what you do to make her proud. We're all proud for you.
Speech.
I'm not prepared for this. Anyways, I would like to thank y'all for coming out and being here for my sister signing. And personally, I'd like to say I'm really excited for you to go play at the college level, and I'm very excited for you to see you play there.
I know, right? Thank y'all for coming out here. I'm her oldest sister, Soraya. Baby. I was so proud of you. I was very proud of you. Do the thick and thin, you being up there and everything else. But Mom is looking at us right now, smiling. Just do what you need to do, and I'll be with you every step of the way. Love you.
Grandma, what's my mouth first? Grandma.
First of all, I want to thank God for being here today to see you live your dream, be yourself, don't ever give up, learn from your mistakes. The world is yours. Do what you got to do to get there. I love you.
No tear. Come on, Grandma.
First, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank each of you for coming out and sharing in this opportunity for Soraya. I know my daughter is very proud at this point, and so am I. Soraya has worked very, very hard to get to this point, and she's done a marvelous job, a marvelous job. I know Shayna was hard on you, and I know I've been hard on you on those free throws, but just know that it's all in love and that we're here to support you through everything, thick and thin. You've overcome a lot of adversities over this last year, but God is pleased with everything that's going on, and he's very proud not only of you, but he's also proud of you, Marquise, for stepping in and doing what a parent does. You're not just a father anymore, you are the parent. And I know God is pleased, and Shayna is very pleased, and I'm very proud of you myself. So thank you very much for what you are instilling in your children. And may God continue to bless you, Soraya, and we thank God for this opportunity.
Y'all good?
Yeah.
Come on with it now.
I'll say so.
Right,
Thank you guys for supporting my niece Shariah for the 4 years she's been here. I haven't been able to catch many games because I live in Florida, but when she first came in this world, I told my brother and Shayna, this girl look like she has been here before, and she ain't proved me wrong yet. And keep going and being as great as you can be. And I love you.
All right, you ready? Let's get it. Stand up.
Sorry, I got a little emotional.
30 minutes, let's go.
I said I just wanted to start off by thanking the man above because I wouldn't be able to do anything without him. I would like to thank the coaching staff of Auburn and as well as Coach Pritchett, Miss Langford and Miss Connie, who all helped me and advised me on this road I'm on, whether or not I knew what I was doing. I would like to thank everyone for all the support and love throughout this journey and all my AAU coaches and my teams because y'all helped me get better every time I step foot on the court with you all. This is an extremely emotional day for me because my mom is here with me, but I wanted to say a special thank you for her. The woman who carried me and held my hand through thick and thin. I wouldn't be able to be up here talking if it wasn't for the main lady. Thank you, Mom, thank you. And thank you all for coming, and I'm blessed to continue this journey and legacy at the Auburn University.
Counselors, teachers, anybody? Say anything? All right, if not, let's sign. Oh, my bad. All right.
It's all right. I didn't practice.
So these are the real, actual papers, y'all. So Daddy got to sign, and date, and time, and take it right back over there to the room.
Hello and welcome back to Auburn High School for this matchup between the Smith Station Panthers and your Auburn Tigers. And we just got word that if Opelika wins, then Auburn has full control of first place in the area and will host area tournament for women's basketball. As Smith Station with the ball down 40-15. Not a great first half. Jake, what did you see in that first half that led to this massive lead by the Tigers as Crowell with 3?
Well, I'm seeing a lot of good passes by Auburn, you know, making sure whoever has the best shot is going to take it and make it. I'm also seeing a lot of great defense from Auburn with great steals and getting great points from that.
So what has Smith Station done to, you know, shoot themselves in the foot and get down into this deficit that, I mean, it's almost impossible to crawl out of?
I just don't think they're playing to Auburn's tempo. I think, you know, they are a more aggressive, more physical team, and I just think they haven't adjusted to that.
As Tolles is fouled, and Auburn's going to keep possession of the ball. Hallman inbounded the ball out to Daniels. Tolles with the ball now, over to Napper. Starting 5 back in for both teams. Tolles trying to find someone open. Tolles to her left. Over to Napper. Alsobrook with the ball. Alsobrook over to Hallman. Auburn with great ball movement so far. Napper with the open right corner shot. A little short. Rebound by Tolles. Tolles with the layup. And Auburn now up 42-18. As Smith Station with the ball back. Crowell, mid-range shot. Rebound by Barnes. Barnes blocked. Tolles out to Daniels. Daniels with the left hand. And that's her first miss of the game. Thought she got fouled on that one, but apparently not. Crowell back with the ball out to Thomas. Thomas over to Bryant. Bryant thought about the shot. Inside to Barnes. Barnes blocked again by Hallman. Hallman's third block of the game out to Daniels. Brooke Hallman throwing it a little bit too strong on that one again, and it goes out of bounds. Coach Pritchett is not happy about that one. Greatly paced game so far. We're already at 5 minutes and 50 seconds left in this third quarter. As Bryant has the ball stolen away by Daniels. Daniels, Tolles, Alsobrook, and Napper all on the fast break. Decides to give it over to Tolles. Tolles is short. And Alsobrook gets the rebound back up. And then Barnes thought she got the block. And then talking trash to Alsobrook, but it's going to be a foul on Barnes. So I don't know why she's talking.
Yeah, I think they're only down 24 points.
Yeah, exactly. Alsobrook to the line. And Auburn just cannot get the free throws going right now. It's going to be a long practice for sure this next week. Alsobrook with the second. Shooters roll into the net. On the other end, Crowell coming down for the black and white. Over to Thomas. Thomas in the left corner. Back to Crowell. Crowell over to Bennett. Smith Station loves this perimeter offense, swinging it around to try to find an open shot. And Auburn playing a bit of a zone here. 3-2 zone for the Tigers. Daniels almost with a steal. Alsobrook swats it away. Recovered by Bryant. And almost another steal by Daniels. Crowell retains possession over to Barnes. Barnes tries to throw it inside to Judkins. And Hallman with the ball. Hallman with the left hand, inside to Daniels, zips it. Daniels triple team out to Alsobrook. Alsobrook wide open, missed the shot. Rebound by Thomas on the other end. 3-on-1 fast break. Thomas too strong on the layup. Over to Barnes. And Barnes is fouled by Tolles and one layup by Chantel Barnes. Great play by Barnes on that one with the rebound and then going back up, getting decked on the arm and putting it up. Trying to get some life back into this game for the Panthers. Barnes to the line for one free throw. Don't go away after this women's game because we got the men's varsity game and the ceremony presenting the Marcus and Shanna Daniels Endowed Scholarship Foundation. You can donate anytime you want. QR codes will come on the screen. And if you're feeling a little bit generous, just donate some of your money to it. It's a great cause. Gives high school students going to the university that opportunity that they need to be great. Bryant back with the ball inside to Barnes. Barnes trucks over Hallman. No foul called. Retaining possession with the Panthers. Coach Pritchett visibly upset with that call as Thomas inbounds it to Crowell. Smith Station got to start thinking about some threes. Thrown away by Napper. Napper on the other end. Great defense by Crowell. Recovered on that one, got all ball on the block. But it's going to retain possession with the Tigers. Hallman throwing it in.
If Smith Station wants any chance of a comeback, they're going to need to stop giving the ball away like that.
Yeah, start shooting some threes too. Just can't afford these layups. Just crawling back into this game. You got to start going fast. As Hallman thought about the layup, over to Bowley. Bowley with her first points of the game. And you saw earlier the JV team beat Smith Station. Auburn going for another sweep last Friday when we had, last Tuesday when we had the last broadcast. Played Opelika, swept all 3 games. Crowell with the left corner 3. Off the bank, it's good. Not something you see every day. Bank shot, corner 3 as Hallman with the ball again. Hallman crossover, spin move over Barnes. Rebound by Bowley. Bowley with her 4th point of the game. 2 field goals in a row for Avari Bowley. Thomas with the ball back. The top of the key. Bounce pass over to Crowell, Crowell dribbling to her right. In the corner, that's Bryant. Bryant, pump fake. Back to Crowell. Great defense by the Tigers right now, switching on and off. Judkins with the shot, no good. Rebound recovered by Hallman. Hallman over to Alsabrook. Alsabrook driving down the left side with the right hand, good. Layup is good for Daly Alsabrook. Daly Alsabrook with 8 points on the day. Soraya Daniels with the steal and gets fouled. Daniels having an amazing game in front of her future university coaches and teammates. Showing off to the whole city of Auburn. 2:50 left in this third quarter. Your score, Auburn 51, Smith Station 24. Tolles over to Hallman. Hallman over to Alsabrook. Alsabrook's poked away by Crowley. And on the recovery by Crowley, Alsabrook fouled her. Alsabrook a little upset after that foul call. A little bit of aggressive play up 27, don't you think?
Yeah, maybe a little too aggressive.
Crowell with the ball. Leading scorer for the Panthers so far. Goes up with the layup, no good. Rebound by Barnes, no good. Crowell back with the ball. Shoots it again, gets fouled. A little bit of communication between the referees here. Gonna have some more basketball. Thomas inbounding it for the Panthers. Throws it up to Judkins. Judkins with the ball at the top of the key. Auburn still in that 2-3 zone. As Bryant gets it poked away by Daniels. Resetting is Jasmine Thomas. Tolles coming up with Alsabrook. Judkins over to Bryant. Bryant inside floater blocked by Bowley. Thomas back with the ball over to Judkins. Judkins getting pressured non-stop. Thomas with the contested corner 3 in and out. Rebound by Bowley. Tolles on the other end, running down the court. Pass it over to Daniels. Daniels with the 3. No good. Rebound Brooke Hallman. Up over Barnes, and it's good. Brooke Hallman and Soraya Daniels, the storyline for the Tigers. Brooke with 10 points on the night. Panthers with the ball back. Thomas shoots another 3. No good, too strong. At the top of the backboard. Rebound Daniels. Daniels dribbling with the left. Tolles with the ball. Pull up 3. No good, short. Rebound Bowley. Bowley no good on that wide open layup. Oh, that hurts. Bowley would add her 6 points on the day, but it's no good. Crowell on the other end. Going up with the left hand over Bally. Rebound Alsterbrook. This game moving back and forth, back and forth. No matter how you look at it, Hallman ends up with the ball. Hallman left hand dribble, left-handed layup. Short. Foul on Latasha Judkins. Latasha Judkins kind of had a quiet game, 9.8 points per game, but this third quarter gone by super fast. Jake, what have you seen from both of these teams that has gotten Auburn to an even bigger lead than they were at halftime?
Well, I'm just seeing sloppy play from Smith Station. You know, for some instances I've seen where they just like leave people open on the perimeter.
Hallman drains the first into the game for the Tigers. Number 34, Ramonica Tate. Number 30, Jonah Wood. And number 32, Antoinette Morgan.
They're also just not taking good care of the ball on offense, easily turning it over and giving Auburn easy points.
Hallman drains the second, and as you see behind the Auburn women's bench, you see the Smith Station men's team getting ready for the big matchup against the Auburn Tigers. As Thomas going all the way, bumped by Morgan, no foul call, rebound taken by Motley. Motley over to Myaja Bennett. First time her being in the game. Thomas back with the ball. Thomas, the leader for this Smith Station team, as she's helped up by Hallman, trying to just crawl Smith Station back into this game. It's just not working. Down 31 points now is the Panthers. As Thomas at the free throw line was fouled by Brooke Hallman. Thomas drains the first. And Thomas kind of been the only weapon for the Panthers so far. Haven't really seen a lot of other people scoring. Thomas drains the second. 38.2 seconds left. Your score 55-26. Auburn Tigers leading the Smith Station Panthers. Presented by the Marquise and Shayna Daniels Endowed Scholarship for the College of Education at Auburn University. Napper back with the ball. Dribbling over to her bench. Napper running the point. Pressured by Jasmine Thomas over to Tolles. Kalia Tolles with the ball. You hear the defensive chants from Smith Station trying to get their team back into the game. Tolles being pressured heavily by Thomas and Bryant. Bryant now guarding her. 12 seconds left. Over to Jonah Wood. Inside to Ramonica Tate. Is poking away. Rebound taken by number 5, Keziah Dorsey. Jump ball. Smith Station retains possession. Smith Station with 7.1 seconds left, 55-26 lead by Auburn. As you're starting to see some of the more reserved players coming in for the Tigers. Soraya Daniels and Brooke Hallman getting a sit. Ramonica Tate with great defense on that fast break by Thomas goes out of bounds. So Auburn gonna get the ball with 3 seconds left. 3 seconds left, Tolles into Napper. Napper gonna put up a 3. Doesn't get the shot off. Made it, but didn't get it off. Tough break right there for the Tigers, but that's going to do it for the third quarter. 55-26 is your score. Auburn Tigers leading the Smith Station Panthers, and we're going to have a live look into the Central versus Opelika women's game, because as Opelika wins, then Auburn maintains first place in the region, and we'll be hosting the women's basketball area tournament here at Auburn High School. See you for the fourth quarter. Welcome back to the fourth quarter. Smith Station Panthers trailing the Auburn Tigers 55-26. Hallman with a deep range three from the top of the key, no good.
A little bit of a heat check.
Yeah, that was NBA range right there from Hallman, no good. But, I mean, Brooke Hallman can make that. Makes it all the time in practices. On the other end for the black and white, Bryant over to Thomas. Thomas over to Sidney Motley. Motley over to Dorsey. Dorsey being pressured by Tolles. Daniels now guarding. Auburn's still in that zone that they love playing. The 3-2 zone as Hallman gets the rebound. Over to Tolles. Napper gets the ball. Claire Napper over to Hallman. Hallman with the left wing three is good. Brooke Hallman with the three, now up to 13 points on the evening.
You cannot leave Brooke Hallman that wide open for the three.
As Brooke Hallman with 15 now. Daly Alsabrook with 13. And Soraya Daniels with 16. The big trio. Rebound by Hallman out to Tolles. Tolles taking it herself, gets whacked on the face. Almost got it to go, but she's going to go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Foul on number 5, Kazia Dorsey. Smith Station just not having the game that they want so far. I mean, it's clear on the scoreboard, but you can just tell by team morale, the bench, I mean, everything just not going the Panthers' way. Frowns all around. Then for Auburn, as Tolles misses the first free throw, Auburn just all smiles right now. Moving to 19-4 on the season after this game. I mean, I'm not going to say that Auburn has won the game yet, but up by 32 in the fourth quarter. I mean, they have more than double Smith Station's points. So, Thomas with the ball.
Well, I'd say it's safe to make that bet.
Dorsey gets pressured by Hallman and Tolles. Questionable call. Thought it went out of bounds on Dorsey, but Smith Station keeps possession. Coming into the game for the Panthers is number 2, Malaya Crowell, and number 32, Judkins. Number 2, Malaya Crowell, and number 32, Latasha Judkins. As you see the Auburn faithful starting to fill into the gym for the men's game. Auburn versus Smith Station coming right your way at around 7 o'clock, around 10 minutes after this game. And before the men's game, we're going to have a ceremony for Marquise Daniels and Shayna Daniels, the endowed scholarship that they've announced. And it's going to be awesome. We're going to have Soraya and Antoine on the court as well. So stay tuned for that. We're going to have QR codes everywhere, so if you want to donate, feel free to. As Brooke Hallman with another wide open three on the right wing is good. Hallman with the celebration. Smith Station coming back on the other end. Thomas trying to call the play. Brooke Hallman makes another three, now up to 18 points, more than Soraya Daniels. So Brooke Hallman, our leading scorer right now. Daniels almost with another steal. Crowell gets the ball back, going up over Hallman. Foul called on Daly Alsabrook. Kind of interesting. Malaya Crowell going to the line, the junior shooting guard, averaging 8.8 points per game. Having kind of a quiet game with only 6 points so far, but I mean, really the whole Panther team has had a quiet game. Crowell misses the second. Tracks her own rebound, gets it over to Barnes. Barnes traveled all over the court, no call. As rebound is taken out by Bryant. Bryant driving out to Barnes. Barnes cannot keep possession of the ball. Just kind of fell out of her hands on that one. And the Tigers going to get the ball back. Stay tuned for AHS postgame. We're going to have an interview with Coach Pritchett and our AHS Mass Media player of the game is Alsabrook. Great pass by Napper. Alsabrook wide up for the layup. What I was saying is AHS postgame presented by us. We're going to have a postgame interview with our AHS Mass Media player of the game. It's a heavy debate, but I mean, you got to give it to Soraya Daniels or Daly Alsabrook or Brooke Hallman. As foul called on number 2, Claire Napper. Going to the line for the Panthers is number 1, Jasmine Thomas. Jasmine Thomas with only 6 points so far, averaging 12.7. You can tell it's been a frustrating games all around for the Panthers. As coming into the game for the Tigers is number 22, Olivia Quinones. As Daly Alsabrook coming out for the Tigers, getting an ovation from her teammates and the crowd as Thomas drains the free throw. Tolles with the ball. Over to Hallman. Hallman over to Quinones. Quinones with the shot. Short. Thomas over to, inside pass to Bennett. And Bennett makes the layup. Napper over to Quinones. Quinones with the layup. Oh, it's just short. Auburn bench would have gone crazy if that went in, and Auburn's going to keep possession of the ball. Inbounding the ball for the Tigers is Quinones. On the floor for the Tigers, Tolles, Napper, Hallman, Quinones, and Daniels. As Daniels can't get possession of that one. Over to Quinones. Quinones getting pressured over to Napper. Napper over to Hallman. Hallman with the right corner three, thought about it. Hallman wide open. They're just leaving her open. Thomas finally comes up on her. Hallman over to Tolles. Tolles with the ball now. Floater pass to Daniels, over to Quinones. Quinones, oh, just off again for Quinones.
Almost.
Tough break right there. Crowd would have gone crazy. Rebound by Thomas. Jasmine Thomas with the ball, right-handed layup all the way, no good. Tolles fighting for the rebound, out to Daniels. Daniels and Quinones on the fast break. Daniels gives it over to Quinones. Quinones with the layup, no good again. So close. We are so close to Olivia Quinones getting her first points on varsity. Rebound pulled down by Tolles. And Quinones, oh! The pass was just too strong for her, almost got the bucket. Coming into the game for the Tigers, number 30, Jonah Wood. Number 24, Avari Bowley. Number 34, Ramonica Tate. And number 11, Alethea Coppinger. Coming into the game for the Smith Station Panthers, some of the reserves, number 25, Emily Long, number 24, Jordan Hughes, number 15, Eric Robinson, number 11, Sydney Motley, off on that three, and number 12, Jayla Cochran. Jonah Wood with the ball, coming down the court. As Jonah Wood over to Coppinger. Coppinger thought about the three, steps inside, no good. As Auburn's gonna retain possession here. Tipped out of bounds by number 24, Jordan Hughes. Coppinger inbounding it over to Quinones. Quinones over to Bowley. Back to Quinones. Quinones with another shot. Oh! Rebound by Quinones. Up again, no good! Ramonica Tate with the rebound. Over to Quinones. Lost control of the ball. With another shot. No good! Boley with the rebound. Over to Quinones. No good! Tate with the rebound. Oh no! And a jump ball is called. Smith Station ball. They're gonna let this clock run. 20 seconds left. No! Quinones was so close.
There's still time for a comeback.
And if you're Smith Station, you're Auburn, you're trying to steal the ball. Get her first points. Shot by Motley. Motley no good. Auburn ball.
They're not stopping the clock.
And they're gonna run the clock. And that's going to do it for Auburn women's varsity basketball against Smith Station. Auburn wins 64-29, but don't go away because we got an interview with Coach Pritchett.
we're done. It's the ceremony. Yeah. Well, we didn't have a mic. He was unplugged.
B-O-S-T-O-N. B-O-S-T-O-N. Buy a Boston butt, buy you one now. Buy a Boston butt before they sell out. B-O-S-T-O-N. B-O-S-T-O-N.
The Auburn High School cross country and track and field teams are having their annual Boston Butt sale. The Boston Butts are $40 each, and you can place your order via My School Shares or visit the counseling office to pay with cash or check. The deadline to order is Friday, February 2nd at midnight. Pickup will be on Friday, February 16th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. near the track entrance at Auburn High School. Please help support the cross country and track and field teams this season.
You can't tell how someone feels just by looking at them or what they share online. To the outside world, our lives may look perfect, even if in reality they aren't. I'm always worrying about doing well at school, and with the end of year test coming up, I'm not sure how much longer I can cope. My thoughts swarm around my head, sometimes keeping me up all night. Some days it's just all too much, and I feel like I'm lost in space. When I did badly on one of my tests, I just about kept it together until I got home. Then I broke down crying in front of my mum. She listened for a bit, and then she told me that, just like physical health, we all have mental health. It's our feelings, our thinking, our emotions, and our moods.
She then said that feeling down, angry and stressed is a normal part of life. Just like it's normal to feel happy, confident and carefree sometimes. We all have positive and negative emotions that come and go based on what's happening around us. These are everyday feelings. Good mental health means experiencing negative emotions. It's not always about being happy. Mum can relate to the feelings of stress. So when Mum suggested I take a break from everything and do something I enjoy, I actually took her advice. So I made myself a hot chocolate, snuggled up in a duvet and watched a film. And you know what? Afterwards I felt so much better. Mum should take her own advice.
Most of us only ever share the good things. We don't like to share how we really feel. Every morning when I wake up, negative thoughts stream through my head. Getting out of bed and pretending I'm okay takes all the energy I have. As the day goes on, the negative thoughts turn from a stream into a river. The water rushes through my head so loudly it's hard to concentrate in lessons. And some days it's so bad it feels like a waterfall that's trying to pull me over the edge. Everything is so overwhelming. I didn't think my friends would understand if I told them how down I was feeling. But when Sasha opened up to me about how stressed she was feeling, I told her. I wasn't sure how to bring up how I'd been feeling, so I started by saying that I didn't feel like myself. Just her listening made me feel like she understood. She told me some things that had helped her, so I tried them too, but it didn't make much of a difference. Even when I tried to be around my friends, I felt alone. The things I used to enjoy weren't fun anymore.
I was really worried about Andre and not sure what to do. He was quiet and wasn't hanging out with us like he used to. So I asked our head of year for some advice. He suggested I get Andre to speak to him since his negative feelings weren't going away.
I didn't want to speak to our head of year, but I also didn't want to keep feeling so down, so I went. He said that sometimes we have overwhelming feelings that can be more intense than our everyday feelings. These feelings hang around for a long time and change the way we feel, think, and behave. They can stop us doing what we want to in life. That's what I was going through. He also said that if we're physically unwell, we let people know, we ask for help. It should be no different with mental health. Sometimes our overwhelming feelings are brought on because of things in our life. Sometimes they happen for no reason at all. After hearing this, I felt much less alone and it felt good to talk. Scientists have found exercise can help when you're feeling low, so our head of year encouraged me to sign up to the school football club, which Sasha was already in. I still have days when the river is there, but now I'm beginning to understand my mental health. I'm learning how to cope. Our head of year reminded me that my friends, family, teachers, and lots of others at school are there to help just as much as he is. I had no idea the people around me could be so understanding. And while it's not always easy to talk about my mental health, the person I'm talking to might be able to help. If you don't feel like talking, that's fine. You could try writing, sports, reading, art, music, playing with your pet, whatever makes you feel better.
If you're the person someone talks to when they're struggling, just listen with no pressure or judgments. You don't have to have the answer. If you feel unsure about anything, you can speak to a trusted adult. Talking about mental health doesn't have to be difficult. After all, it's something we all have.
Hello and welcome back to Auburn High School for this matchup between Smith Station and Auburn High. We've already seen the JV team for the Tigers beat the Panthers. The women's team just destroyed the Panthers. I mean, absolute just slugfest from the Tigers. But we're going to get into this men's game. Starting lineups for the Smith Station Panthers. Number 0, Cameron Williams, the 5'10 junior guard. Number 2, Mikkel Edmond, the 5'8 sophomore guard. Number 5, Hayden Shedrick, the 6'3 senior forward. Number 23, Ethan Shuford, the 5'10 senior forward. Number 21, Carmelo Williams. And then they are coached by Armand Ingersoll, 8-14 on the season, 1-3 in the region. Have not had the start they've wanted to so far.
Yeah, especially Smith Station. Smith Station, I don't think they've really been that good at basketball the past few seasons. And, maybe get an upset win here at Auburn Arena tonight. And, Auburn had a special ceremony before this game for Antoine Daniels' mom. And, I'm expecting Antoine to pop off tonight, just possibly score a lot of points like his sister did earlier in the women's game. So,
yeah. Ceremony for the Marquise and Shayna Daniels Endowed Scholarship. That's why you see all the pink on the screen. But the starting lineup for your Auburn Tigers is as follows. Number 2, Adam Gonya. Number 3, Bradley Pearson. Number 11, Antoine Daniels. Number 12, Tavari Allen. And number 33, Griffin McLean. And I want to highlight Antoine Daniels because his family just had, that ceremony and everything. 6'5 sophomore guard with offers from Ole Miss and Missouri so far. I mean, you see the basketball just run in their family. We saw it in the women's game with Soraya scoring 18. What do you expect from Antoine tonight?
Honestly, I'm expecting the same thing. We saw it against Opelika last week in the rivalry game. And I think there's a possibility that Antoine could possibly cap his sister's performance, or maybe better.
Antoine's career high is, 20 points versus Valley, where he had those clutch free throws. Smith Station in black and teal, and Auburn in white and blue, and a little bit of pink. Tavari Allen with the ball. Over to McLean. McLean over to Gonya. Gonya thought about the shot. Over to Pearson. Pearson at the top of the key. Pearson driving to his right, out to Allen.
Pearson with
Allen driving, right-handed layup is good.
Allen had clutch free throws in the Opelika game to win us the game.
Tamari Allen already on the scoreboard with 2. Smith Station with the ball back. Smith Station with the ball. Excuse me for the silence. Had a bit of technical difficulties. Smith Station with the ball. Over to Shuford. Ethan Shuford, the 5'10 senior forward. And that's going to be a charge on number 0, Cameron Williams. Plowed right through Adam Gonya. And Auburn getting the ball early.
Yeah, Auburn able to get the ball back after that charging foul there, Adam was able to, flop a little bit to get the ref's attention.
Antoine Daniels calling the plays for the Tigers. Bringing the ball up the court. Antoine Daniels over to Allen. Allen into Daniels. Daniels with the right-handed layup is fouled. No call, but still puts it in. Daniels with his first points of the day.
Daniels already starting to, do what his sister did. His sister started 7 for 7.
Smith Station coming on the other end. Hayden Shredrick with the ball, number 5 at the right wing. Picked by Shuford. With the ball now, back to Shedrick. Mid-range shot over Daniels. No good. Rebound by Shuford. Shuford puts it up. Rebound by McLean. Aggressive rebound by McLean. Griffin McLean averaging 7.3 points per game. Had a quiet game last Friday against Central. Only put zeros up on the entire scoreboard. It's Pearson with the ball now. Pearson with the left hand.
No
Great
foul
layup
again.
by Pearson. These refs letting these players play.
Yeah, no foul again there.
Bringing up the ball, Williams for the Panthers. Williams over to Shedrick. Shedrick calling the play. Covered by Daniels. Daniels not giving anything up easy. Shedrick taking it in. Right-handed layup, no foul called. Daniels with the ball. And he got hit in the face, but no foul call. Panthers, the Smith Station Panthers are going to get the ball back. Antoine almost got just hit in the face on that one.
I know, a little bit of one-way foul calls right now.
Inbound to Shedrick, out to Williams. Williams over to number 2, Mikkel Edmond. Mikkel Edmond with the right wing 3, splash.
Good shot.
Great shot by Edmond on that one. Daniels on the other end, bringing the ball up.
Yeah, I'm expecting Antoine to score about 8 or 9 in this first quarter.
As Daniels finds Gonya. Gonya with the shot, no good. Good board by McLean. Out to Daniels. Daniels, bang! Daniels with his 5th points of the game, getting the crowd going. Last game, Antoine Daniels had 10, 5, and 2. Looking to repeat that. I think he'll get way more than 10 points in this game, though.
Yeah, I think, I said in the quarter I think he would get 10 points. I think in the game there's a chance he could get over his career high.
Cameron Williams out with the ball. Cameron and Carmelo both playing on the court right now. Don't know if they're brothers, but Cameron Williams pulls up over Allen. Step back jumper, rebound by Gonya. And Auburn is out.
A trend I've noticed with all the Smith Station teams tonight for women's and JV and even men's already, they've missed a lot of open shots.
As Daniels with another 3, bang!
Oh, wow. Already 8 points.
8 points for Antoine Daniels so far.
Yeah, Antoine's going crazy from the wing out there.
And Antoine Daniels' family, if you have a spare change to spare for this amazing cause, donate to the Marquise and Shayna Daniels Endowed Scholarship for the College of Education at Auburn University. It's a great cause, giving high school students the opportunities that they deserve.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw it, but Smith Station answered back there with with a 3 of their own. So, and then there goes Antoine, gets absolutely hammered.
Yeah, Daniels just got hit under the rim, going to the free throw line for 2. A little bit shaken up on that one, but he'll get up. Tabari Allen helping him up. Yeah, Smith Station, 2 3s so far. Both of these teams coming out shooting, coming out fast. Smith Station especially. Like you said, all 3 of these Smith Station teams love that perimeter offense, love to shoot the 3.
Well, you see the difference between that, though, is that I think we're shooting 100% from 3, and I think Smith Station's shooting, I think they're only shooting about 20% from 3, so.
Coming into the game is a whole new lineup for the Tigers. Number 10, Wade Hill. Number 1, Trey Fletcher. Number 4, Cash Reef.
Yeah, I remember Wade Hill that last game, we were going insane. 3 dunks, 3 possessions, and a block.
And a block in a row. It was amazing. Wade Hill won everyone's player of the game. Daniels misses the second. Makes the first, misses the second, and Cameron Williams is out.
That's exactly what his sister did in the women's game.
Cameron Williams in to Shufford. Invalid pass. Cash Reef all the way on the other end, gets fouled again, almost with an and one layup. Foul's going to go on Cameron Williams. Cash Reef, one of those players that is almost kind of a reserve, only a sophomore on varsity, averaging 2.1 points per game on 33% field goal shooting. Last game he did not play, so we'll see that him get a little bit more minutes in this game as he sinks the first free throw.
Yeah, I remember the Opelika game he played.
Coming into the game for the Tigers, number 5, Jordan Franklin, my personal favorite player on the team, and number 15, Joseph Hightower. Jordan Franklin, one of those emotional spark plugs for the team. You see it every game, kind of talks trash to the visiting student section as Joseph Hightower almost got the rebound on that missed free throw. All the way on the other end, Williams, and with the ball now is number 2, Mikkel Edmond. Edmond over to Shedrick. Shedrick dribbling to his right. Cash Reef with the steal. Jordan Franklin going the other way. Jordan Franklin going all the way. And a travel on Franklin.
Nearly a great pass there by
Found Wade Hill, but just took an extra step. Travel called. Auburn up 14-6 with 3 minutes and 40 seconds left in this first quarter.
Yeah, it's looking good by Auburn right now, able to force turnover.
Joseph Hightower with the quick hands gets the steal. Jordan Franklin dribbling the ball at the court, slows it down. Jordan Franklin dribbling to his right, crossover behind the back to his left. Inside to his cousin Trey Fletcher. Trey Fletcher is fouled, whacked on the layup. And Trey Fletcher, the 6-foot senior, is going to the line. Second year on varsity. And I want to highlight him because he has 2+ steals in 5 different games. One of those great defensive players, and he's super balanced with 66 points and 62 rebounds on the season as he misses the first free throw. All 3 Auburn teams struggling on free throws so far.
Yeah, that's one thing you got to do to win your games. I mean, I know the JV team and the women's team blew out their opponents, or blew out Smith Station, but, varsity doesn't come easy, especially after last time we played here. Opelika game was insane.
Yeah, Auburn 21-4 coming into this game. Recently lost to the Central Red Devils. Hightower with the corner 3. Bang! Auburn coming out shooting, making all the 3s that they want. And Williams back with the ball over to Talmadge Mackey. Cameron Williams going in and blocking foul.
Looked like a
It's
travel.
called.
Looked like a travel to me.
Thought it was a travel blocking foul called on Joseph Hightower. Joseph Hightower last year, man, Reese, I wish you were at the high school. We got to commentate his JV games. He would put up 30 in about every single game.
Yeah, Joseph Hightower, you know, one of the best players on this JV team. But we have a lot of good players, or I'm at varsity team. We have a lot of good players on this varsity team, especially Wade Hill and also Jordan Franklin.
Cameron Williams with the ball guarded by none other than Wade Hill. Williams going to his right, out to Edmond.
Yeah,
there's going to be a charge on Cameron Williams. Another charge, another turnover, and Smith Station shooting themselves in the foot early. Only 2 minutes and 39 seconds left in this first quarter. Very fast moving. What have you seen in these first few minutes for Auburn?
Honestly, you know, I've seen fast-paced play. They've slowed it down a few times, but, you know, they've continued to do the Auburn tradition where you fast-paced play up and down the court, and, you know, that's worked for them. They've been able to get it inside as well, and also Antoine Daniels with 8 points already has really helped the Tigers.
And on that possession, Auburn, Wade Hill cannot get it going. Smith Station's out. Edmond over to Shedrick. Shedrick driving to his right. Foul called underneath, shooting foul. And it's going to be a foul on Trey Fletcher.
Yeah, honestly, Smith, talking about Smith Station now, you know, Smith Station, they've really been shooting themselves in the foot, like you said earlier. And Smith Station, you know, turned the ball over, I think, the last 3 possessions. And they've also, there's another turnover there, but.
And a block by Wade Hill on the shot by Josias Harris. Auburn's out. Franklin slowing it down.
But they also haven't been able to capitalize on some of the turnovers Auburn's had.
Want to highlight, you see Wade Hill down there. Cash Reef with the 3. No good. Wade Hill with the rebound. I was just about to say, no size for the Smith Station Panthers. No player taller than 6'1". Wade Hill is 6'9". Wade Hill's going to have a field day today.
Yeah, well, Wade Hill might get a double-double if he can score some points.
Trey Fletcher back out to Franklin. Franklin dribbling to his right, traveled. Pivot foot moved. Smith Station fans talking a little bit of smack.
Yeah, obvious call though. You know, he took about 4 steps.
Yeah.
Did a little cha-cha slide there.
Coming up with the ball is Mackey for the Panthers. And Smith Station hasn't gotten anything going on offense. It's a great spin move by Mackey on Reef, and he puts up the layup with the right hand. Franklin bringing the ball up. Franklin over to Hill. And you just see the sheer size on Hill over number 14, Josias Harris. It's Cash Reef with the spin move. Baseline drive out to Fletcher, mid-range shot. Bang!
Good shot by Fletcher there.
Nothing but net for Trey Fletcher on that mid-range. Auburn now up 19-8. Looking to run away with this lead only in the first quarter.
Yeah, no, we've seen it for both JV and women's. The teams have run away with it in the first quarter.
Shedrick dribbling to his left, trying to cross over Wade Hill.
Oh.
Great defense by Hill. That's going to be an air ball by Mackey. And no rebound for the Tigers. Hightower gets the rebound, turnover, and Shedrick gets the ball and puts it up over Wade Hill. So
lazy play there by the Tigers. You know,
19-10.
There was four Tigers there on that rebound, and nobody got the ball.
19-10 lead for the Tigers here. Hightower with the ball. Over to his right, out to Reef. Cash Reef trying to find something open. Hezzy move out to Wade Hill. Wade Hill with the corner 3. No good. Franklin almost got the rebound. And that's going to be out of bounds on Smith Station. Shedrick just whacked it out of Franklin's hands. 2.3 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah.
What are you drawing up here for Auburn?
Honestly, you know, well, Smith Station's going to get Auburn's going to get the ball. Well, actually, the refs don't know, really. Nope, it's going to be Smith Station ball. I guess here, if I'm Auburn, I'm going to do a press, but, you know, looks like Coach Brandt has...
Just don't foul.
Yeah, just don't foul. No, Coach Brandt's going to go with the press here.
Bringing the ball is Shedrick. Shedrick puts up the shot.
Oh.
And we almost saw a repeat of what we saw last Tuesday against Opelika when they made the half-court shot to, you know, take the lead.
Yeah.
And we have an announcement from Coach Pritchett here. And Miss Nancy Pearson, Bradley's mom, is going to speak.
Like he said, I'm Nancy Pearson. My son Bradley Pearson is a senior here at the high school. My daughter is a freshman. My daughter Kate is a freshman at the junior high. We first met Shayna, Marquise, Antoine, Sarai, and Jasmine in 2018 when they moved here to Auburn when Marquise was a graduate was in graduate school and was a GA for the Auburn men's basketball team. My husband Clark is the athletic trainer for the men's basketball team. Therefore, my husband and Marquise work day in, day out together, almost 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, it seems like. So we become very close with the staff and their families. We not only become friends, but we do become family. The first time I met Shayna was at the father-son camp that summer, and Marquise was working the camp, so therefore Shayna stepped in to be dad for the father-son camp with Antoine. She was the only female in that entire gym participating in that camp, and she shot lights out over everybody there. She was very impressive as a basketball player, but more importantly, she was most impressive as a mom and a wife. She was at every basketball game supporting her daughter. She was at every basketball game and baseball game supporting her son. And she was at every basketball game that she can be to support Marquise. And every game that I am here watching, whether I'm watching varsity or I'm watching the girls or whatever, I look up to her spot right here every single game because that's where she sat. Whether her son or daughter are on that court, she's still there, and she's watching over them and supporting them every bit of the way. Jasmine, you know that she is walking right beside you as well every single day. I apologize. I have to keep my notes or I will get very emotional. She was very impressive in knowing how to focus on her children's future and her husband's future and hers as well. She was a strong woman. When you hear the quote, woman of strength, that is Shayna Daniels. She was strong in her faith. She was strong in her love with her family and friends. She was strong in her support with anybody and everybody on any single team, coaches, kids alike. She was strong. She was a strong woman in her happy moments, and she was even strong in the moments when she realized what reality will become. I can't even begin to tell you how much she means to me. I was diagnosed with breast cancer in September of 2021, and she was there for me. She prayed for me. She would check in on me to make sure everything was going well, and I was doing fine. And I cannot even begin to tell you how much I appreciate that. And speaking of women of strength, I may take you to church for just a moment here. In Proverbs 31:25, it says, "She is clothed in strength and dignity, and she laughs without fear of the future." That right there is Shayna Daniels. Yes. That is Shayna Daniels, and she will always forever remain in my heart, my soul. I love her family very much, and she will always be right there. Marquise, Jasmine, Antoine, and Soraya, thank you so much for allowing us to experience your mama. We love you.
Thank you so much, Miss Nancy Pearson, for that message. Mother of none other than guard Bradley Pearson defined Shayna Daniels as a woman of strength, and we all see that with the way that, her kids portray themselves, her husband portrayed himself. Just prayers go out to the Daniels family, and thank you so much for sharing that message. But we got some more basketball going on. After that emotional message, I can't lie, I teared up a little bit, but...
Yeah, obviously Antoine teared up a lot, too.
Yeah.
I saw he was wiping his eyes coming onto the court,
And you saw the brotherly love of Bradley Pearson, the son of Miss Nancy who was giving the message, put his arm around Antoine, and that's just such a special image that you see, just the support behind this team. As Smith Station with a backcourt violation, is Auburn going to get the ball back? Antoine and Bradley, who I was just talking about, playing great defense and not allowing the backcourt, as Gonya going to inbound it for the Tigers into Daniels.
Yeah, Daniels already has 8 points. I don't think he's only missed a free throw, so.
And we all know that Miss Shayna Daniels is watching down on Antoine during this game. As Gonya with the left wing three.
Yes.
Bang! Nothing but net for Adam Gonya on the three.
Adam Gonya, I think that's his second three of the game.
With the ball is Mackey bringing it up for the Panthers. Mackey over to Peabody. Jaden Peabody into the game for the Panthers. Over to Harris. Harris back to Mackey. Over to Harris. And small ball lineup in for the Tigers. Griffin McLean, the tallest player on the floor.
Yeah, but Griffin McLean, when we played Opelika, he was a big contributor with his rebounding, and also he did score a little too.
Edmond behind the back move. Out to Peabody. Peabody misses the three. And it's going to stay with Smith Station. Antoine tried to get the ball back, but it's going to stay with the Panthers.
Yeah, not really good ball movement there by Smith Station.
Yeah, just kind of settled for the right corner three, which I don't know why there's no shot clock, but back with the ball is Edmond.
I've never understood high school basketball's no shot clock rule.
Feeds it into Shedrick, and Shedrick getting pressured, and that's going to be a travel on DeMarcus Thomas. DeMarcus Thomas caught the ball, thought about the shot, just couldn't make up his mind and traveled with it.
Yeah.
So Auburn going to get the ball back. Gonya bringing it up the court. Gonya with the ball. Over to his right. Inside to Tabari Allen. Tabari Allen. No good.
So close.
Tabari Allen over Harris. No good. On the other end is Shedrick going down the court, slowing it down, passing it over to Thomas. Thomas.
Dang, thought about
over to Edmond. Edmond thought about the three. Back to Thomas. Thomas back over to Edmond. Edmond another three and drains it from the left corner. So Mikel Edmond proving why he's such a strong leader on this varsity team.
The three-pointers could keep Smith Station in the game if Auburn starts missing some shots like we saw against Opelika.
Yeah, it feels like Auburn should be up by about 20, but only up by 9 as Antoine Daniels has the ball, guarded by Thomas.
Oh, he's
wide.
Tabari
Allen. Tabari Allen out to Pearson. Pearson. Splash.
Nice vocals there. But yeah, that was a big shot by Pearson.
Bradley Pearson, the senior guard, averaging 11.1, and the steal by Antoine. Antoine all the way. Oh! And Antoine with the dunk. Hey, Reese, I don't know if you know this, but last time Antoine dunked on our broadcast, his dad, Marquise Daniels, actually posted our voices on it. Super special moment. We're going to have a timeout on the floor. We're going to take it with him. But don't go away because we got 5 minutes, 22 seconds left in the second quarter. They will have a guest speaker talk about Shayna Daniels. Super special. Unfortunately, never got to meet her myself, but I see the way that Soraya and Antoine are so humble, down to earth. Coach Daniels for the Auburn University basketball team. Such an amazing person. As Cameron Williams has the ball, pull up mid-range. Rebound fought for by Gonya. Gonya on the other end, over to Tabari Allen. Allen driving into McLean. McLean kind of crossover with the layup. Antoine's getting pressured and fouled on the shot. I thought that was all ball, but Antoine sold it, and Antoine's going to be going to the line.
Yeah, actually, a quick little story. You know, when I was in 5th grade, I used to play rec ball, and me and Antoine weren't on the same team, but I did get a chance to meet his mom and his dad, and we became close friends. And I heard about his mom's passing, and I texted out to him, sorry for his loss, and I was praying for him and everything like that.
Yeah, and if the story moves you with Antoine and Soraya, just being in high school, losing a mother, you can donate to the Marquise and Shayna Daniels Endowed Scholarship for the College of Education at Auburn University. It's a great cause. We'll have QR codes up the entire broadcast. If you see it, just make sure to scan it. It doesn't have to be a huge amount, but if you have anything, just please give it. It's Tabari Allen on the other end. Great tip by Thomas. Allen not stopped on the fast break a lot like that, but Auburn retains possession.
Thought they were going to call a foul there, but, obviously just stripped the ball from him.
Daniels inbounding it from behind the goal. Looks in, and Tabari Allen with the ball. Out to Pearson. Pearson with another three.
Oh.
No good. I was about to sing it again. The little jingle that I sing when a three is made, but no good for Bradley Pearson right there.
Remember against Opelika, Pearson made like a bunch of threes. He made like 3 or 4 threes.
And I want to highlight, during that timeout, Reese, what do you think Coach Ingersoll told his team, the Panther team?
You know, I think he just told him, you can't take these long shots. You know, you got to try to drive in and get fouls called on you. But you know that really hasn't worked either. But I think that's the message to the team. You know, try to drive in, get and ones, or just get fouled and go to the free throw line. And if you can make free throws, then you know you're back in the game.
Yeah, Auburn been the way more physical team so far, as Edmond thought about another three out to Cameron Williams. Cameron Williams driving on McLean over Antoine. No good. Bradley fought for the rebound, but is taken in by Cameron Williams. Gets his own rebound and puts it up. Yes. 27-15 is our score with 3.5 minutes left. Antoine going all the way. Drives inside and gets jump ball. Thought he got fouled on that. The whole arena thought he got fouled on that one, but possession arrow point towards Smith Station as slumming into the game for the Tigers is number 5, Jordan Franklin, number 20, Trey Ross. Trey Ross, first time coming to the game, the 6'7" sophomore forward, averaging 1.6 points per game. Did not play last game, and he's 14th in the state with 0.4 blocks per game and has 6 games with a block. So watch out for him on the defensive side in the paint. Daniels with the ball. Calling the plays given to him by Coach Brandt, the 6th-year head coach. Been here forever, but 6th year officially as the head coach after Coach Tolbert left. Tabari Allen with the ball. Going inside. Oh, left hand layup, no good. Antoine with the rebound. Antoine puts it back up and then gets fouled. Antoine going to the line.
First shot missed by Antoine, but still has 8 points.
And Antoine Daniels, number 1 in 7A for free throws made. Fills up the stat sheet all around in every single statistic that you look at. Almost a no-doubt free throw shooter. Had those 2 to finish the game against Valley when we beat them on that stellar Friday night crowd. Antoine, nothing but net on the first one. No doubt in my mind. Subbing in the game for the Tigers, number 0, Jaden Eccles, my boy. And number 14, Carl Lindsay. Steph Curry in the flesh, Carl Lindsay for the Auburn Tigers. And Carl Lindsay, I don't know if you remember this, but he came in to that Central game last second and made 2 clutch free throws in overtime to ice it.
Yeah.
So hopefully he can have a huge game today. With the ball is Edmond.
Yeah,
Edmond gets fouled by Jordan Franklin.
Jaden Eccles is in Chokar with us, so.
Yeah, that's why I said my boy. And Advanced TV was with me as well. You know, hasn't had the season that he's wanted to with only 1.8 points per game. But, I mean, if you know Jaden, you know that he has the hardest work ethic out of almost anyone in this Auburn team. And he has a block in 9 different games. So him and Trey Ross, watch out for them on the defensive end. As Shedrick gets the ball, puts up the layup, and gets decked by Trey Ross. So Shedrick's going to be going to the line for 2. Actually, foul on Jordan Franklin. I don't know how that fouls on Jordan Franklin at all.
Yeah, no, Trey Ross obviously, like, hammered him.
Trey Ross went straight up, then just came straight down with both arms, and they're going to call it on Franklin.
I swear Jordan Franklin was at the wing.
And you see it on Jordan's face. I mean, he's just frustrated. He can't afford those foul calls in a region game like this as Shedrick makes the first.
Yeah.
And Shedrick, nothing but net on the second. Smooth form right there. Daniels going down the other end.
Yeah, Auburn's continuing this fast tempo, which is the whole game plan, Coach Brandt's style.
Gives Franklin the ball over to Eccles. Eccles thought about the pass over to Trey Ross. Ross over to Lindsay.
A lot of height out there right now for the Tigers.
And if you're Eccles or Ross, you got to think about posting up. Such a height difference between Eccles and number 21, Carmelo Williams for the Panthers. But Jaden goes in. Fight for the rebound is Antoine and Shedrick. It's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow pointing towards Smith Station.
Yeah, Smith Station's going to get the ball after that one.
So Smith Station's going to get the ball down 29-17 with 2.5 minutes left in the second quarter. And we'll send you to the guest speaker speaking on Shayna Daniels at the end of the second quarter. And then we'll have a halftime interview with none other than Coach Chris Brandt.
Like I said, there's a lot of height out there right now. Coach Brandt must want some height out there for the Tigers.
And Auburn playing a press. Foul on Carl Lindsay right there. It was Edmond trying to inbound it to, Cameron Williams. And Carl Lindsay just kind of decked him out of bounds. Ball is Cam Williams. Cam Williams going up the court. Going to the right side.
Good shot.
Great reverse layup right there over Ross, and he puts it in. Franklin with the ball now. Franklin driving to his right, spin move. And he passes it to Ross, and Ross travels. As soon as Ross caught the ball, he took 2 steps. Can't do that.
Yeah, big mistake there for the sophomore.
And Ross and Eccles, kind of similar play types, high flying, aggressive defense, super lengthy, super, big wingspan.
Yeah.
Ross is almost the younger version of Eccles. Cam Williams bringing up the ball over to Edmond. Edmond over to Shedrick, and Shedrick travels. 2 travels in a row for both of these teams. Mistakes galore for the Panthers so far. Kind of digging themselves into a hole they can't get out of, now down by 10.
Yeah, that is 2 travels in a row.
As Fletcher throws it into Franklin, bringing it up court. Auburn trying to have a little swirl going on in the paint. Pearson open. Fletcher gives it to him, inside to Franklin. Franklin goes up for that one. No look pass to Pearson. Eccles can't get control of the ball. Fletcher back out. Good spacing by the Tigers right now. Resetting. Gonya dribbling to his right, out to Pearson. Thought about the 3. Pearson driving all the way into Eccles. Eccles with the right-handed layup is good. Jaden Eccles with his first 2 points of the game.
He had 2 points last game, or 2 points 2 games ago against Opelika, which was the last home game.
Yeah, Jaden Eccles did not play last game, 2nd year on varsity. Top 5 in Division 7A with his blocks per game. So watch out for him. Cam Williams airballs the shot. Not even close, guarded by Franklin.
Yeah, no, that was not a good shot, and especially like you said earlier about Smith Station's coach, what would the game plan be? That was definitely not the game plan to shoot a shot like that.
Into the game for the Tigers, number 12, Tabari Allen coming back in. Starting 5, except for Trey Fletcher on the court for the Tigers. Antoine Daniels bringing it up the court. Antoine having a great game so far, putting up 13 on the scoreboard already.
Wow.
Daniels gets it tipped by number 4, Thomas Chapman, into the game for the Panthers.
But it will stay with the Tigers.
Tigers possession. Antoine throwing it in. And Antoine throwing it into Allen. Allen, a little hezzy step.
Oh, yeah.
Left-handed layup, no good, too strong. Daniels flies in for the rebound, can't get it, and Shedrick's going to come away with the ball. Full court pass,
yeah.
Stolen by Fletcher. Fletcher into Tabari Allen. Tabari resetting, going back out to the 3-point line. Out to Daniels in the right corner. Bang! Splash! Antoine Daniels with the 3.
16 for him
16. And special game for him, the pink out in honor of his mother.
His sister had 16 as well, so.
And there's going to be a foul by the Auburn Tigers. Sorry about that. Had a little bit of static going on, but we're all good. Setting up the microphone for the halftime interview as Cam Williams is at the line for the Panthers. Drills the second one. Aegis Mass Media presented by the Marquise and Shanna Daniels Endowed Scholarship. 8 seconds left in this first half. Auburn up 34-20. Daniels dribbling to his left. All the way. Left-handed layup, no good. As it goes out to Gonya. Gonya with the last second shot did not get it off. Drilled the 3.
Too.
And we are not going to have a halftime interview before we have a special guest speaking. We're going to send it to them on the court, and we'll see y'all for the second half. We're going to take a little break.
Good evening. My name is William Worley, and I'm she was fighting, you didn't know she was fighting because she kept a smile on her face. And she just had a way of loving all these kids. She didn't just coach them through basketball. She did their hair. She was ironing their clothes. She was washing their clothes. She was like a mother on campus when she didn't even have to be on campus. And so when you saw her, you saw somebody who helped hold this basketball team together. She was the mother of the team. She was the supporter of the team. She was the right hand of the team. So when you saw Shayna Daniels, you saw love, you saw strength. You saw somebody who knew how to hold their head up straight and knew how to teach you how to do so. To show you how to keep a smile on your face when your days are hard and when it's tough. She didn't make excuses. She just kept fighting. And so for me, I don't have just one memory. I got a whole lot of memories for who she is and what she stood for. And I'm just so grateful that I had an opportunity and a chance to love on somebody that loved everybody. So I'll piggyback off of Ms. Pearson and say thank you to the family of Shayna Askew Daniels because you shared a phenomenal woman with us. She didn't mean one thing, she meant many things, and we thank you.
Varsity Boys basketball program here at Auburn High, but everybody has spoke so highly about Shayna, the things that she was, the things that she stood for, her strength. Even in her hard times, we didn't even know they were hard because she kept a smile on her face and she wore it very well. But my story is a little different. Everybody had these so loving, and I loved her. But my fondest memory of Shayna is when we were playing in Soraya's 16th birthday party. And we went back and forth and back and forth. What we wasn't gonna tell Marquise, what it cost of what we wasn't gonna tell Marquise, the balloon cost that we weren't gonna tell Marquise. But the thing about it was, that's when I saw Shayna at raw form. She had a smile on her face the whole time. She stood by her children no matter what. We danced the night away, celebrating Soraya's 16th birthday. So it was the things like that, the smile on her face, her strength. And I remember the day Shayna used to always tell me, I'm okay, friend, I'm okay. And she said that until the day that she couldn't even say she was okay anymore. So when I think about Shayna Daniels, she's about love, strength, but most of all, she was my friend. And that was the difference between some and most. So to their family, Marquise, Jazz, Soraya, Man, to all their family, Shayna's mom, I love y'all. I tell y'all that almost every day. In text message form, voice memos, whatever I gotta do, I love each and every one of you. And I can never say how much I love her like y'all loved her, but just know, just like you feel like something's missing, it's missing in my life too. So, with that being said, today is not a sad day, it's a celebration. Everybody has on their pink, and we're gonna celebrate Shayna Daniels like Shayna Daniels would always celebrate each and every one of us. So to the Daniels family and Askew family, I love y'all, and anything you need, you know we're here. So everybody say go Tigers to Shayna. 1, 2. B-O-S-T-O-N. Buy a Boston butt, buy you one now. Buy a Boston butt before they sell out.
B O S T O N. B O S T O N.
The Auburn High School cross country and track and field teams are having their annual Boston Butt sale. The Boston Butts are $40 each, and you can place your order via My School Shares or visit the counseling office to pay with cash or check. The deadline to order is Friday, February 2nd at midnight. Pickup will be on Friday, February 16th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. near the track entrance at Auburn High School. Please help support the cross country and track and field teams this season.
Hello and welcome to the second half. We are 50 seconds away from the second half starting. And that first half of basketball, man, Auburn dominated. Auburn up 34-20. And some key players for the Auburn Tigers, of course, Antoine Daniels. You saw the PSAs, you saw the guest speakers for his mother, Shayna Daniels. Shout out to Antoine, such a great guy. Has 16 on the game. And then, you know, the scoring's been kind of spread out so far for the Tigers. Bradley Pearson had a hot start, only 5 points on the day. And then Joseph Hightower with that clutch three that kind of sparked the run for the Tigers. And then for the Panthers, it was really all about Shedrick and Williams, number 0 and number 5. Cam Williams with 4 points, Hayden Shedrick with 7, and only 4 players for the Panthers scored. As, you know, we got to dap up Bradley Pearson real quick, having a great game so far, but we are moments away from the second half starting, and color commentator Reese Kinder is coming back on the headset. Forgot to introduce, my name's Taylor Gottney, joined by my color commentator Reese Kinder. Second half of AHS basketball presented by Marquise and Shayna Daniels Scholarship for the College of Education at Auburn University, giving high school students an opportunity that they may not have before. Adam Gonya with the ball now. Gonya with only 2 points in the first half, kind of a quiet scoring game, but I'm sure he's all over the stat board on the assist category. Daniels driving in with the right hand.
Yep.
Floater is good. Antoine up to 18 points.
His sister at 16, and he's past that, and it looks like maybe on this special night he could possibly get his career high.
And Bradley Pearson with the steal, going full steam ahead.
The tie's
over to
back.
Antoine. ties his career high of 20 points versus Valley. Antoine Daniels with 20. If he makes this free throw, gets his career high, and it's only the third quarter with 7.5 minutes left.
Possibility at there's a possibility at a lot of points for him tonight. Maybe 40.
Antoine,
and
no doubt about it.
Career high accomplished. 21 is his new career high as of now.
And storybook, you know, plot right there on the game honoring his mother. Just
that's what you can't do if you're
as Bradley got the steal and then stepped out of bounds. I wanted Antoine to just go up and MJ dunk that from the free throw line.
Or do the maybe Bradley could come down and give him an assist like the D Wade and LeBron picture.
Reese using his imagination a little bit as Edmond throws it in to Shedrick. Shedrick, the leading scorer for the Panthers so far, having a really good game, but his team just can't seem to find defensive stops. Over to Shuford, over to Edmond.
If you're Smith Station now, you probably have to start shooting threes because of the turnovers you've caused.
Shuford has it. Over to Shedrick. Shedrick driving to his left. Bumps into Antoine. Mid-range shot. No good. Antoine with the rebound. Antoine going full steam ahead. Over to Pearson. Pearson goes up.
Oh, wow.
Passes it back to McLean. Great pass. Great awareness by Pearson on that play. Giving it to McLean. McLean makes the layup.
Pearson's so unselfish. He just dishes it off to his teammates and finds the open man whenever he feels like it.
Cam Williams airballs the mid-range shot. McLean. Gonya out to Allen. Full court pass is stolen by Shufford.
Good pass, but you know.
Cam Williams dribbling with his right. Out to Edmond. Edmond, the deadly shooter, out to Shedrick. Shedrick goes up. No good. Gets his own rebound, though. Almost swatted away by Shedrick scores the layup.
Yeah, that was looked like a could have been a foul on Daniels.
Antoine taking the ball up for the Tigers. Calling Gonya over to him. Gonya on the right side over to Allen. Allen pull up three from the top of the key. Bang! Nothing but net. Tamari Allen, not that guy that's going to pull up the three, but I mean, he was wide open. Got to pull that one. And it proves worthy. Auburn now up 44-22.
The Tigers are putting it on the Panthers right now.
Putting it on the Panthers indeed, as Auburn with this win would move to 4-1 in the region and become closer to clinching that area title. Cam Williams thought about the three. Inside pass to Shufford. Shufford misses it. Rebound to Antoine.
Yeah, this win would also make them 21-4.
Antoine coming down the court, gets absolutely obliterated by Carmelo Williams, and Antoine just gets up on his own on that one. Antoine subbing out. Going into the game for the Tigers is going to be number 5, Jordan Franklin, number 1, Trey Fletcher, and for the Panthers, number 10, DeMarcus Thomas. Pearson throwing in the ball for the Tigers.
Really haven't seen a lot of action from Jordan tonight.
Yeah, Jordan kind of had a quiet game so far. Had a huge game, last week. His career high against Central on Friday was 16 points and 4 rebounds. So
Pearson wide open.
Pearson wide open three, NBA range three. McLean with the rebound. Right-handed layup is good.
Wow.
Griffin McLean sinks the layup, and Auburn is now up 46-22. Shedrick going full speed. Decides to pass back out to Edmond, over to Cam Williams, resetting. Cam Williams pull up three over to Franklin. No good, too strong. Rebound over to Pearson. Pearson into McLean. McLean, left-handed layup, reverse layup, no good. Franklin gets the rebound. Franklin with a free throw shot is good. Jordan Franklin with the two. Auburn now up 48-22. And Smith Station, you got to think about a timeout here.
Talk about no action from Jordan Franklin. You know, he just showed us there.
Jordan Franklin showed us indeed as Shedrick driving in. Franklin with the steal.
There's
Franklin going full speed.
Oh, what
behind
a
the back pass. Fletcher can't corral it, but it's over to Allen. Allen resetting, posting up is Fletcher. Franklin was wide open in the corner and didn't pass it to him.
That might have been a travel.
And it's going to be a charge on Fletcher. Offensive foul on Trey Fletcher for lowering his shoulder. Coming in the game for the Tigers, number 32, Hampton Jordan, the 9th grade forward. And number 23, Peyton Plott.
Son of elementary PE coach, Coach Jordan.
Peyton Plott just transferred here. Trying to make a big impact on varsity. Cam Williams with the shot, no good. Peyton Plott with the rebound. Peyton Plott showing off his speed.
And also
loses control of the ball.
And also
Edmond
Coach Jordan is the, I think, the 7th grade baseball coach.
Yeah. And Coach Jordan.
Coach Jordan is one of the baseball coaches.
Oh. And Fletcher took the charge on that one. Edmond with the offensive stop. Sorry, I was so confused talking about Peyton Plott.
No, I was talking about Hampton.
Oh, is that his son?
Yes.
Fletcher cleaning up the court with the towel. Some labor right there. Coach Chambly coming out with the towel. Shout out to him. Super cool guy. Super young too. Super, hip, if that's the word that people still use. Franklin coming up with the ball. Enough chit chat. Let's get into basketball.
Oh,
Franklin,
what
no
a
look pass to
pass.
Fletcher. They got that connection. They got that cousin connection. Franklin, no look pass to Fletcher. Easy layup.
Crazy
4
pass.
points for Fletcher so far. Edmond with the ball. Picked by Shufford. Edmond trying to find something between the legs. Goes to his left. Blocked by Franklin, but it goes into Shufford. And Hampton Jordan just couldn't corral on defense that quickly.
And for anybody who doesn't know, Hampton Jordan is a 9th grader.
And Plott with the ball.
But is playing on JV.
Plott showing off his moves a little bit. Almost gets pickpocketed by Edmond. Got away with a backcourt violation right there, but Fletcher with the ball. Over to Plott.
Oh, Hampton Jordan's wide open there. Just had him.
Plott dribbling to his right. Loses control of the ball. And it's going to stay with Auburn. Smith Station just kind of tapped that one away.
Yeah.
And you notice for the Tigers, you only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15 players on the roster that have played so far tonight. And for Smith Station, you only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So Auburn with 4 more players at Smith Station. The depth of Auburn is showing out in this third quarter, 50-24 for your Tigers. Don't go away because we got the end of the third quarter coming up. And Shayna Daniels Endowed Scholarship for the College of Education at Auburn University, providing a platform for high school students that may not have that opportunity. Fletcher takes the 3, no good. And Shedrick just got the ball, threw it off of McLean, and gets the ball back for the Panthers. Great heads-up play by Shedrick on that, just chucking it off of McLean's leg. Into the game for Auburn is number 10, Wade Hill. Shedrick bringing the ball up for the Panthers,
Yeah, McLean's tight end for the football team, and, I'd expect him to catch that one.
Yeah. I mean, Jackson Kilgore doesn't throw it at his ankles like that, though.
Yeah.
And with a miscommunication here by the referee, is going to stay with Smith Station.
Yeah, Wade's basically boxing in the whole entire paint right now.
Yeah, Auburn playing kind of a zone right here. 3-2 zone.
Yeah, they're almost up. Auburn's almost up by 30 points.
And Franklin with the easy steal. On the fast break all by himself. Right in, and layup is good. Franklin hits a little celebration, then runs back down the court. Try to get another one. Shedrick with the ball now.
Franklin's kind of popped off this quarter.
Reese, what have you seen from Auburn that has gotten them up to this 52-24 lead in the third quarter?
Honestly, getting points off the turnover, and also, three-point shooting. Three-point shooting's been amazing this game. Three-point shooting's been amazing this game.
Three-point shooting has indeed been amazing. Kind of provided the spark for some of these runs that Auburn's gone on. And Franklin working down the lane, out to Plott. Plott, deadly shooter. Just off. Hampton Jordan with the aggressive rebound. Back up, no good.
Almost. Jordan almost got it.
Hampton Jordan on the fast break, almost blocks the snot out of Shufford, but it's no cigar, and Shufford makes the layup.
Yeah, Hampton Jordan actually plays on the 9th grade team and the varsity team.
And Franklin now with the ball. Franklin going to his left, screen from Wade Hill, no look pass into him, and that's got to be a foul. Wade Hill just almost got tackled on that by Shufford, and Wade Hill not in the bonus yet. Smith Station 1 foul away. Coming into the game for the Panthers is number 3, Jaden Peabody. And you got to put respect for Smith Station also doing a little bit of a pink out with some of their shoes, honoring, Auburn's theme and everything. Peabody with the steal. Peabody all by himself. Walked out of bounds, no call.
Oh,
Shufford, Shedrick with the ball. Fletcher's with steal. Franklin over to Fletcher. Fletcher goes up with the layup. And it's good, no doubt about it. This Auburn crowd's into it. 40 seconds left. 54-28 for the Tigers. Peyton Plott with the aggressive defense. No good on the layup. Hampton Jordan with the rebound. Out to Franklin, and Auburn is out. Franklin lobs to Wade Hill. No good. And that would have definitely got the crowd going. I would have probably stood up.
Same thing happened last week.
Yeah. Franklin to Wade Hill is a deadly duo on the fast break for the... And Franklin with the block.
Rejected by Franklin.
Very physical play by Franklin on that. No foul called. Going to stay with Smith Station.
Yeah.
Throwing in the ball is Cameron Williams for the Panthers. Williams into Shedrick. Shedrick over to Peabody.
Smith Station, if I'm them, I'm holding the ball for the last shot, even though, it probably won't really matter, considering they're only up.
Williams with the mid-range, no good, short. Franklin with the rebound.
Oh, wow.
Out to Fletcher. Fletcher going up, right-handed layup. And the foul. And one layup for Trey Fletcher. Having a great quarter. I believe that's 7 points in the quarter for Trey Fletcher.
Him and Jordan Franklin have been going off in this quarter.
Yeah, they've been in the whole quarter too. That connection. They got that connection. See it right now. Fletcher going to the line for one more free throw.
Yeah, next quarter you'll probably see the other reserves come in for Fletcher and Wade Hill.
6 9/10 of a second left for this third quarter of play. Then we'll have another special guest speaking about Shayna Daniels. Fletcher going to the line for one.
This would make it a 29-point game.
29-point game is indeed crazy for an in-region game. Fletcher.
Yes, it is.
Good on the layup.
29-point game.
Smith Station coming down with the ball. Shedrick has 3 seconds left to get off a shot. Just shoots a three over Fletcher.
Oh.
And no good, too strong. Jordan with the rebound. That's going to do it for the end of the third quarter. But don't go away because we got the fourth quarter coming up your way. AHS basketball presented by the Marquise and Shayna Daniels Endowed Scholarship.
We are back here in the fourth quarter, Auburn varsity men's game, and Smith Station just made that basket. So now that makes it a 27-point game. My commentator, Taylor Gontney, will be back in a second. But now Adam Gonya is going to dribble the ball here and give it off to Cash Reef. Cash Reef's going to go back to Gonya. Gonya back to Reef. Reef going in the inside with a step back shot, and Reef makes a shot. Cash Reef with the 2-point step back, and now it's 59-30. I believe that is Cash Reef's first points of the game. And there's a three by Smith Station. And now the Tigers are going to have the ball. And I'm going to let Taylor Gautney take it back over.
Sorry about that. A little bit of technical difficulties. Taylor Gautney had to go to the bathroom.
Oh, it was muted when we started, so.
Allen, right-handed layup off the glass is good.
Good Euro step there by.
If you're Auburn, you got to kind of start thinking about putting in some of the reserves.
Yeah, almost up by 30.
Wade Hill with great defense on that layup. Lindsey's out. Lindsey over to Gonya. Gonya almost runs into the ref. Right corner three. Splash. Adam Gonya splashes the three and moves his point total to only 6. Kind of a quiet game for Adam Gonya, averaging 6.7 points per game.
Yeah, no, Smith Station is doing what the Opelika girls team did last week. Remember?
Chucking up threes.
Yeah, they were just chucking up
and
threes.
Raise the roof! Raise the roof because Wade Hill is here and he is hype about it. Franklin to Hill.
That looked a little moment.
Franklin to Hill, deadly duo on the fast break as Cameron Williams now has the ball. Driving to his left, spin move, nothing there. As on the drive,
and one.
That was,
I think
number 12, Mackey, and with the and one layup.
Does the basket count though?
Smith Station just kind of chucking up shots right now, but the basket does not count. Foul was called on the floor, and Auburn is up by so much that they're just running the clock. No clock stoppage anymore. 5 minutes left. 5 minutes and 20 seconds left.
Yeah, I honestly thought Antoine Daniels was going to score more points, but looks like he's done for the night.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to risk
injury.
Yeah, you don't want to risk injury at all, especially with
playoffs coming up.
As Lindsey with the three. Splash.
Everybody's splashing it here.
Everyone's just going crazy here in Auburn High School. The gym is hype, the players are hype, and Coach Brandt knows that this game is soon to be over with some of the reserves lining up to come into the game. Antoine Daniels actually coming back into the game.
Yeah, I think that's special.
As Wade Hill with the block.
I think that's special by Coach.
Shuffer went up with the layup. Wade Hill with the block. We have a timeout on the floor. Excuse me, substitution on the floor.
I think that's special by Coach Brandt to bring Antoine back in.
Coming into the game for the Tigers, number 0, Jaden Eccles, number 20, Trey Ross, number 15, Joseph Hightower, number 3, Bradley Pearson, and number 11, Antoine Daniels. Panthers with their starting 5 on the floor as Daniels has the ball. Daniels with the right hand.
Daniels has
full speed, bounce pass over to Hightower, and Williams just pushes Daniels onto the ground, and Pearson comes over to help him up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Daniels has 21 tonight for the Tigers. So
Hightower throwing it in for the Tigers. And Antoine. Daniels over to Pearson. Pearson trying to make some magic happen. Dribbles with the left hand, excuse me. Over to Hightower. Hightower thought about the three. Pump fake. Great steal by Williams. Gets control of the ball. Cam Williams going full speed. 4-on-1 foul. Skips it, ripped away by Trey Ross. Jump ball, Auburn ball. Great fast break defense by Trey Ross just to grab the ball above his head and just rip it out. Jump ball goes to Auburn. And Coach Brandt liked that defense.
Yeah.
Auburn basketball something to the game for the Panthers is Edmond. Joseph Hightower with the ball. Antoine bringing it up the court, pressured heavily.
Yeah, heavy pressure there
By Carmelo Williams. And
he's going to dish
going
off to
full
Eccles.
speed. Shovel pass over to Eccles, and Eccles just can't get control of it.
Yeah, the Auburn fans are getting really, really rowdy in here.
Not really. Okay, Shedrick with the ball. Over to Carmelo Williams, over to Edmond. Edmond swings it over to Thomas. Thomas. Panthers just can't get an open shot right now. Auburn playing great perimeter defense. Bradley
off his foot, and that's
Bradley just going with him step for step. Shedrick bounces it off of his own foot, and that's going to be Auburn ball.
A lot of things went wrong for the Panthers in this game, and especially turning the ball over was one of them.
Pearson with the ball now. Pearson with kind of a quiet game since those first threes, only 6 points. Is Pearson with the three right here.
Wow.
Splash.
Almost a 40-point game for the
And
Tigers.
Reese, I will say, I think we almost jinx people sometimes. start talking about a player, you know, has been quiet or has had a great game, and then they either do really good or really bad. So
Yeah, maybe we should keep doing that.
maybe we should be like, you know, Joseph Hightower sucks, and then he'll put up about 50.
It's a little harsh, man.
Hey, I know he doesn't suck.
Yeah.
Him and Carl Lindsey both on JV last year just balled out every game. Kind of like the Splash Bros of the NBA. Joseph Hightower, first year on varsity, a leader of JV last year, like I just said, one of the best shooters in high school basketball anywhere. Is Franklin now with the ball. No look pass into Eccles. Eccles shovels it over to Lindsey, and Auburn just resets. Franklin, no look pass to Lindsey again. Lindsey with the ball, can't handle it, over to Hightower. Hightower.
Wow.
And what did I just say?
Yeah, I mean, there it is.
What did I just say? We jinxed the players. Hightower drills the three. Hightower with 6 points now in the game. A minute left, 75-36.
Oh.
Eccles with the steal. Fast break opportunity.
Hightower with the...
Jordan Franklin going full speed. Reverse layup. Trey Ross with the rebound. Puts it up. Auburn now up 77-36. A minute left.
41-point game.
This game is over. It's been over since the second quarter, but
It's actually been over since the first quarter.
Peyton Plott coming into the game for the Tigers.
So I think it's been over since they got off the bus.
Yeah. A little harsh.
Nah, not just like your comment.
We try not to be biased here on Aegis Mass Media, but you know we are sponsored by Auburn Athletics, Auburn High School, so we gotta cheer for them a little bit. Peyton Plott with the ball now. Crossover dribble move, passes it into Eccles, can't handle it, over to Hightower. Hightower over to his splash bro Carl Lindsey. You're seeing this second team, and as Ross just tries to go up, gets it swatted away by number 10 Thomas. As Edmond with the ball. Over to Mackey, and it's stolen away. Lindsey on the fast break. Over to Peyton Plott. Peyton Plott. Oh! Peyton Plott almost just jams it. Peyton Plott is 5'9".
Looked like he was a little scared there, or he might have. I don't know.
And last second heave is no good for the Panthers as Auburn wins this game 79-36. And we're going to have our AHS Mass Media Player of the Game. We're going to go get, let's think here. Reese, who do you think?
I think Antoine Daniels.
I think Antoine Daniels. Go get Antoine Daniels, Trent, and Coach Brandt, and we will be right back.
Can you tell us a little bit about what your team has done good to beat Smith Station by such a score?
I feel like we're playing like a team this year, more like a team than last year. And I feel like even just off the court, we bond more. Like you can see us walking in the hallway, always laughing with each other. It's like we actually like our family on this team.
All right, and you had 2 steals and 5 different games. What helps you play close defense like that?
I really got to shout out Coach Milano for shell drill, because if you're not in the right spot, you coming out of the game, and it just helps us basically always with my teammates, because if they're talking on D, it helps me get steals.
All right, nice interview. Thank you.
All right, thank y'all.
And that's going to do it for AHS basketball presented by the Marquise and Shayna Daniels Endowed Scholarship. Thank you so much to everyone for watching. From Taylor Gagne and Reese Kinder, good night, everybody, and join us next broadcast here on AHS Mass Media.